Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's time for another depression set. No. Can we just not? You guys just not want to talk about the Xbox layoffs this week?
I mean, there's the only thing kind of to talk about, I think, is the the Obsidian announcement afterwards was kind of wild, but I think makes a lot of sense given the context. But yeah, I mean, there's not much to talk about. We could spend either like 3 hours talking about it or 3 minutes, and I definitely vote 3 minutes.
Yeah. Xbox laid off 4,800 people. 1,600 of those are happening over the course of the year.
Much quieter?
Yeah, you are a little bit quiet. I don't know why.
Oh, Lord.
Some studios are being sold off. Some studios are not being sold off. They are keeping their IP, though. So that is a very important distinction. They are giving... Now I can't hear you at all.
Oh, no, I was testing my mic.
Oh, okay. They're giving their IP back to Double Fine and Compulsion Studios, which I think is a very good thing. And perhaps if you're going to cut a team like that, perhaps the best way to cut them in a lot of the ways.
Is that any better? Sorry.
Sure. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I
I completely agree, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only silver lining for that.
It was great to see that not only a lot of studios would be making it out of the cuts, but a lot of them not only making it out as a studio, but retaining rights and IP, and like they're going to be able to kind of keep going as they were. There absolutely is a timeline where Microsoft just fired everyone, kept the IP, and did its best to make as much money off that as possible. So, little bit of credit where it's due, I guess. That was nice. So
yeah.
Why do you think they did it like that?
To put it bluntly,
save face, probably.
I think there's a chance where in their mind, the amount of money they would have made back from the IPs would not have made sense given the negative PR of what that would have cost. Put it also, I hate to say it, but the companies that were released didn't exactly have like fire IPs. Like the IPs that they took with them are not making huge amounts of money right now. They may be making good amounts of money in perspective of a smaller standalone studio. Like they may be making enough money now for those studios to continue functioning, just not under the much more requirement heavy Microsoft umbrella.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Just curious.
Yeah. I don't have much else to say on that. A lot of long-time talent was let go across the board. I think that's one of those things when you start to look at all of these games and all the Fallouts and the Elder Scrolls and all the old school IPs that are beloved that are still being made by said company. Sometimes they're not being made by the same people, and so we'll see if that actually means it's going to be the same quality of game. Which is a great segue to Obsidian, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and two final things. Actually, one I was going to say about Obsidian.
Yeah.
Where there's been some word from the devs themselves, basically saying like, the vast majority of the soul of Obsidian is still here from the old days. Like there has been a lot of turnover. Every company has turnover, especially game dev, especially per project. But they made a very big point to say that like the core of them is still there. Now, of course, they're going to say this, but they were very adamant in saying that they think. I mean, they were alluding to the next Fallout is going to be awesome. Let's be blunt. That's what they were trying to say.
Yeah.
Which I hopefully agree with as somebody who actually had a pretty good time in Avowed and Outer Worlds 2. I know, bring forth the hate comments and everyone.
That was on my Game of the Year list. I'll jump in front of the hate.
Thank you, JP, my man. Okay, I appreciate it. Take some arrows. But no, I'm very much looking forward to the next Fallout, and it was good to see that. Another small thing before we move on, there was another similar message let loose from some of the old timers at id Software. And they basically said that their team now is around the same size it was when Doom was made, Doom 2016. So they were like, don't count us out. We're still going. We still have big plans. Like it is not going anywhere. So that was good to hear from them because to put it bluntly, I mean, we'll talk about it a little bit today, but the Doom DLC was fantastic. I had a great time.
Yeah, that's shitty timing.
I hate to think that company is going to stop making those types of games because they're at the top of their class.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was good to hear from id.
Yeah.
But again, you have to take both the id and Obsidian message with a grain of salt. I mean, this is the time of PR right now. So I think what's going to matter more is these types of messages in 2 weeks, a month's time, when the dust is kind of settled and there's not like big PR reasons to make these types of announcements. So we'll see.
136 workers were laid off at id. And so I think that leaves the like team now at around 60 to 80 devs, which like Cohh said was the size that made Doom 2016, which was the original reboot.
One could argue is a pretty good game. It was a pretty flat game.
Yeah, yeah. And that tweet they put out is kind of a weird one, kind of a PRE tweet. I'm wondering if like Xbox / Microsoft were like, you guys need people or say something. You got to get out there. You got to get out there and say something.
But if they were to have done something like that, can you imagine a more awkward situation? Hey, we're going to fire a bunch of your team. Oh, we don't like the response. Go do something about it.
Yeah.
Like, I hope that was the decision made by the teams themselves and not Microsoft, because that would have been big.
No, dude. No, you think like Microsoft didn't ship over a guy and was like, don't worry, I'm going to spin this. Like,
well, for Microsoft's side, of course. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Maybe even I mean, the id stuff is kind of wild because the day of the DLC releasing, or maybe the day after, was when this news hit. They were losing 136 folk at the company. They also have QuakeCon, which is their annual event that has been going for, I don't know, I was going 20 years ago. I don't know the exact, I think they celebrated 20 years a couple of years ago. I don't know how long it's been going on, but that's happening in August, which is less than 30 days away. And they're supposed to have a big event talking about whatever it is. They've used that now as kind of a marketing push. They still have the BYOC, the bring your own computer stuff, but you start to wonder, like, what the hell are they going to talk about there? How they just fired like more than 3/4 of the company. Just brutal stuff out of that.
God, just kick me in the nuts and make me give a speech.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
Yeah. So, you know, there's stuff across the board, layoffs across the board. Bethesda taking a lot of hits. I know Elder Scrolls Online took a lot, that staff took a lot of layoffs. So people are kind of wondering what's going to happen with that game in terms of the frequency, because they've been pushing out updates almost annually with some pretty big updates to that game. And I think that game still does quite well in terms of earning money. So don't know what their plan is there. I'm just kind of scrolling through. There's so much around all of that it's hard to, like Cohh said, we could spend 3 hours or 3 minutes. I think if you're at all interested, a lot of the big publications have done like layoff roundup post for the past week that kind of details everything in terms of who got laid off, where they got laid off, any like big long tenured staff members that were laid off, and what they're working on. Those exist. I know at least GameSpot has one. I would go check out that if you want the nitty gritty on all of it. But yeah, really not great week for Xbox and the video game industry at large when it comes to that. So we'll see. And those are still coming, by the way. 1,600 more layoffs will be happening over the course of the next financial year. So yeah, they're not necessarily over, but we might just not hear about them for a little bit. Anything else on the Xbox news you guys want to bring up, or chat that wants us to bring up? Going once?
Nope.
Going twice? Yeah. Did Microsoft eclipse the PlayStation / Sony news? I don't think eclipsed is the right word.
I think the latest bit of news is the repeated attempts to change the narrative from Sony's tweets and the inevitable "we are not going to let that happen" response.
Yeah, like so Sony's first tweet, which I think was after our show last week, maybe it was Monday, they announced a new fight stick because of course they have Marvel TennoCon coming out in August, which is their big fighting game from Arc System Works, people that make Guilty Gear. They announced this fight stick, and I think with like in an hour, they had maybe 2,000 or 3,000 favorites on the tweet, if that. I want to say it was maybe 1,000, and they had like 10,000 replies to it.
And quote tweets and
quote tweets and everything. And that's happening to every tweet that they do. And every tweet that is like retweeted by PlayStation, people are just going in on them. So, yeah.
No, it's hard to eclipse the Sony news with Xbox news because the Xbox news affects us, but indirectly. The Sony news affects the consumers directly.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably why it's not like fading from people's memories.
Yeah. Yeah. Did I say digital fight stick? Did I misspeak? I might have misspoke there. Anyways, yeah, it's if you want to go see all those, you can. And if you care about social media, that stuff is all over the place on PlayStation. They're not letting up, no matter what they talk about, whether it's Spider-Man, video games, fight sticks. It's all just like constant, which good. Keep it up. I don't think it's going to do anything, but you know, I've been wrong before. That would be a wild thing for Sony to reconsider after 2 weeks of not commenting on it.
I imagine, yeah, the amount of back-end stuff they've probably already cut or destroyed or disabled, like, after this, I'd be really surprised if they turned it back on. It'd be amazing if they did, but
yeah,
that'd be a big ask.
Would be pretty wild. In some other news, before we get to games that we've been playing, I'm just scrolling through this stuff. A lot of the news is obviously centered around Xbox. For some reason, and it's kind of a cyclical conversation, as many things are in most industries these days, but there's a lot of conversation around the Assassin's Creed Blackflag resynced release, with people Pikachu facing over the fact that they have MTX in the game and that they're charging $60 for the remaster of it. But it's all it's the same thing that Cohh and I have, I think, probably spent more than 2 hours on this very show over the course of this show, over the almost 500 episodes we put out, talking about and debating back and forth of like, it's MTX, right? Like it's ship costumes, and they have the same thing that they always do, where you can buy I think it's $5 and you get the like map unlocked. It shows you everything on the map that you can go and collect. And I think there's one more that gives you, I don't think it's outright level or power, but it's a roundabout way of giving you power. And so that became like a big thing around Assassin's Creed. Which otherwise had a pretty successful launch. I think they already sold 2 million copies of that. I put in a bunch of time to it. Seems fantastic so far, especially if you enjoyed that game back when you played it. This is definitely the definitive version of it. And it's wild that they never made a game focused on the ship combat of Assassin's Creed Blackflag. They really should have just made a game where all you do is sail around.
That's one of those things we call an easy win.
It would be so easy.
All you'd have to do is do a decent implementation of it, and that just print money.
Yeah, it would really just makes it. I think it could be the first quadruple A game if they did that.
Probably. Yeah.
They really just messed up.
Crazy they haven't tried it.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. It's so good in that game. It's wild that they didn't spin that off and make a game out of it. I can show some footage of that later and talk about it later on, but I saw that there was Ubisoft news.
I mean, it's interesting. I would have been more surprised if an Ubisoft game had come out without a cash shot. Exactly. That's what they do. Like their entire company is finding the gray area of cosmetics and pushing it further. That's what they do. That's one of the reasons people like me will pretty much always play other things if given the option, unless there's something really good that comes out by them that we really want to play. It's that kind of thing. They know what they're doing. Gamers know what they're doing. And that's one of the reasons there's this kind of general negative sentiment. And this is just another example of why that reputation's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Now, funny enough, this is one of the few games I don't really care about that stuff in. And that's because I know for a fact that since the original didn't have it, and the remake is basically a copy paste of that, I know that the cosmetics they put in didn't affect any of the gameplay. There were no things changed, nothing made more difficult or extended arbitrarily to try to encourage me to use the cash shop. So funny enough, this is like one of the only titles I really wouldn't care about.
Yeah.
Because I know that my experience as a non-extra money contributor is not going to be affected.
Yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately, that any new game these days that releases with a cash shop, you can't say that. You just can't.
Very true.
So, yeah.
Very, very true.
Dude, I'm just fucking sick of like the minefield of shit that am I morally allowed to play anymore? Like, and I'm not talking about the outside morality pressures. I'm talking about like my own, like,
sure.
Well, I can't play Sony games anymore because they're fucking assholes. How about it's Ubisoft? Nope, Ubisoft's out again. Like,
you can talk about things. Here's the thing. It's not a binary. It's not an on-off. You can talk about what you don't like about companies. I did a sponsored stream for Ubisoft 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah,
can,
we
you
all
can
know
talk
you're a
about what
hypocrite,
you don't
Cohh.
like.
You don't have to say it.
You can talk about and explain what you don't like in a company while liking the parts that you do. Like I like Black Flag. That's a fun game. I like taking money from them. But I'm also always going to talk about the things I don't like about them, and then giving me money isn't going to influence that. So it's like, if they're fine with this relationship, I'm fine with it too.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like, we're always going to talk about stuff that companies do that piss us off, even if it makes us hypocrites.
Yeah. I talk about how much Zeke pisses off Cohh, on my own stream.
All the time.
I don't bring it into this because it's not the place.
You should have seen our co-op stream. It was just two old people yelling at each other.
I heard some things about this co-op
One of the
stream.
worst 3 hours of my life.
I don't know how you guys do it. I couldn't put up with that shit.
You know how I paid him. I paid him to be there. That's how it happened.
I charged him $150
He hated me the whole
hour.
time.
I did.
We will get to that in just a moment here. Quick units sold conversation. No Rest for the Wicked sold over 2 million. Assassin's Creed also 2 million. Did we talk about Mecha Chameleon's at 15 million now? I don't know if we mentioned that.
God, I heard 15 million days ago.
What's that was almost like
probably like
week
20,
ago.
25. Like what are
I don't
the rate it was raising? It's
15 million is the last number. That's absolutely insane. Wow, this is what a headline Polygon went with. Mecha Chameleon has outsold Mario Kart World in less than a month. That's a great headline.
That puts it definitely into perspective.
That puts it in perspective. Man. Absolutely, man.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. Absolutely wild there.
Mario Kart World is not only a station, it is a station that everyone knows the brand of and everyone knows is going to do well. Like that's a well-selling installment. Now, I don't know if that particular one was. Because they do vary. Was the last Mario Kart a big seller? Was it was it one of the bigger ones?
Yeah. I mean, I would say it's the like, they should have packaged it with the Switch game type deal. It comes hand in hand with the Switch too. It's not bad. It's definitely a good one.
Still awesome.
Still great though that they did that in a month. What else in news? Cohh, you watched TennoCon yesterday. TennoCon Live 2026. They announced. Is it spoil? You're gonna have to take the reins here. Is it spoilers to talk about what they announced? Because
no, they teased it and then they announced it. So I think it was public. People kind of knew that it was coming. I think so. I think it was relatively public info.
Okay, gotcha. Awesome. Yeah, they announced that we're going to, or that Warframe. I say we because I used to play, but that the Warframe folk, the community, is headed to a new galaxy. Cohh, you have to help me out with the entire
new area. They're going to Tau, which is the place that like. It's been a place that Warframe players have been wanting to go to for a long time. And on top of that, not only are they doing that, but they announced between Soulframe and Warframe, we now have Ben Starr, Jennifer English, and now the main character of the first Tau content is a noir detective frame So like think like old school New York detective-y, like one of his moves is holding up cards and throwing them Gambit style. Played by Matt Mercer.
Yeah.
So it's like, and he does a phenomenal job. In fact,
you're leaning into it is kind of selling it short. Like when he speaks, the green goes black out, or gray out. Like that's how noir it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. But the thing about about this particular role for Matt is that they do a little post-processing on his voice, but he does such a good job making himself not sound like Matt Mercer. I didn't even realize, like I knew it was him and it didn't click for me for like his first 2 lines. Like he's somehow removed all those Mercerisms that you kind of look for normally, like that tail end, those deep gritty tones. Like he's changed all that. It's wild. He did a great job and it's a really good voice.
Do you think we might have asked him something along those lines when we had him on the show a while back, but that's something he has to work on, right? Where he like gets in front of a mirror and he's like, all right, I am not going to sound like Mercer. Here we go. Don't do it, Mercer.
Well, dude, I mean,
he talks to himself.
He's an actor.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like it's, I'm sure it's way beyond. He probably has coaches and all sorts of stuff.
I wonder what that process is.
Yeah, what he does
like.
with his voice is wild.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
Yeah.
He is very good. It definitely made me consider now that Destiny's kind of gone. Granted, they're not the same game, but they always get mentioned in the same breath. It definitely made me think like, well, maybe now's the time to go check it out. And I saw that sentiment a lot. I actually had like we were watching TennoCon live, picture in picture while I was playing Palworld. And there was a lot of people in chat being like, maybe I should go check this thing out. This looks kind of fucking crazy. And that's maybe the best way to describe Warframe. If you haven't played before, it's kind of fucking crazy. If you enjoy the weird and kind of the obscure, it's a perfect game for you. As well as if you enjoy customizing your character, it's a great place for that. What do you think on the Soulframe stuff, by the way? I watched that presentation as well. That was...
Yep.
Yeah.
It's looking awesome. I mean, every time I see... I'm in this really weird spot with Soulframe because I know whenever I play it, I'm going to want to put some time into it. Like I want to do a run of it, but I don't know when that's going to be.
Yeah.
Like, is that going to be like a big patch or is there going to be an early access? Maybe the Steam release? I don't think it's going to be 1.0 because that's still a way too long. But no, man, everything I see from Soulframe looks better and better. I mean, I still see a little more of the Warframe in the combat than I want to.
Yes.
What I mean by that is the melee combat still, you can tell, has some of that Warframe code in it, like with the sliding and the target locking. And that does make it look like it's going to be a little clunky. But from what we saw now, as opposed to what we saw when we first saw Soulframe, they have made light years of progress. So considering the product is still very much under development, I'm sure that they will get it to a point where it feels really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's looking great.
This
Hannah says, is Soulframe a new game or just a content patch? Soulframe is an entire different game.
Yeah,
it is more melee focused. It is character centric, and you have a class instead. It is way slower. So it is designed to be the more kind of less. It's like it's PoE 2 versus PoE 1 is what it is. Mm-hmm. It's the more slower, methodical. I'm not blasting through levels on my Warframe. I'm taking it slow and trying not to die on my much slower, more methodical approach. Yeah.
Also, it's high fantasy versus
science
sci-fi. Fiction, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is also a very big change.
There's a tinge of science fiction in this, though, wouldn't you say? Like,
oh yeah. It's sci fantasy. Yeah, it's
weird. It's
Warframe
they're both
is futuristic
weird.
sci-fi. This is like fantasy sci-fi.
Yeah. That's okay.
This is a fantasy foundation instead of a space ninja alien foundation.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't even know. I don't know if they've announced if they're different worlds. I mean, for all we know, the Soulframe is a planet in the Warframe universe. Like, sure. I don't know if we know the connective material yet. I mean, hell, there may be like a time where Soulframe people are playing with Tennos. One's in Warframe, one's in Soulframe, and they're playing the same mission together. Like, that could be amazing, but we have no idea.
That would be kind of crazy. That'd be
That'd be cool.
Definitely a wild gameplay thing.
Oh, they have said it's different. Okay. I'm sorry. They have said it's not a connected universe, they've said. Okay. Apparently chat's saying.
Yet.
Cool. Well, it could be a Cosmere situation, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. The trailer was not hard to follow. They're doing a bunch of like kind of timey-wimey stuff with the storytelling in this. And so it was a little hard to follow. And I do not recommend, personally speaking, playing Palworld at the same time and glancing over every 15 seconds, because there's a new character as well as a new type of interaction happening. And I was like, wait, is this still Soulframe? Why is that baby in the water? Like, what's this like Moses situation?
Dude, that scene did things to me. I was oh my God, that scene was amazing.
Now we got, why are we this guy? Who is this? Why are there flames everywhere? It was all
and then that slowly evolved into better be okay. He better be okay. Nothing better happen to that thing. Oh my God.
Yeah. Cool gameplay demo though. It's about 30 minutes long if you want to watch it in full over on the Soulframe YouTube. This is a little bit of the gameplay as well, so you can see that it's a lot slower. If this was Warframe, both those guys would be dead 10 times over, and you've been through this room probably 30 times at this point. So definitely a lot slower, more like Souls kind of inspired. But we'll see. And the other question I have for you, Cohh, is can you play this right now?
You can play Soulframe right now.
Can you play this moment in Soulframe though?
Oh, can you play this content in Soulframe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think this content is coming soon, and this was the teaser. They said this was the first half of, they only showed the first half of whatever content pack is coming next.
Got it. Okay.
Which was a lot. I mean, there was a ton of stuff in there. So
yeah,
that's looking good. But I just wanted to say, man, you thought the stuff you saw in this was timey-wimey weird? Dude, I did the last Warframe content pack before I watched TennoCon.
Okay. Was that the 1999 stuff?
No, it's this new stuff with
more with the weird stuff.
The S guy. It's not the scavenger. I always forget his name. It's the new. It was with what's the dude that wears all black?
Stalker.
Yes. So, dude, okay, I'm gonna try. This is a little spoilery, but I'm gonna try to just give you a glimpse of what's going on here. And let me tell you this: it's going to be incorrect because I don't know. Okay, so Stalker had a child, but didn't know which direction the child was going to go, based on like his upbringing. And so based on the principles of the universe, there were two different timelines of two different types of things the child could be. And then both of those kids decided to come back in time because a separate force was using them to fight against each other. And they decided they didn't want to fight against each other in their alternate timelines. So they swam up the time stream back to our time, becoming two separate little babies that our friend was babysitting for us. And then we fought them and combined them, and then their adult selves were holding the opposite of their baby selves, and then we had to choose one of them, and then it was over.
That makes sense.
I don't think what you said would have spoiled it for the people who wrote it.
Yeah.
Oh, and we made him dinner at the end and had a family dinner.
Oh, so we're a part of the family now.
Yeah.
I can't believe you would
they were
spoil
holding
that part,
they were
man.
holding
Jeez.
themselves as babies.
Oh.
And one of them I'm pretty sure doesn't exist. Maybe.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Anyway.
Okay. I'm with you.
I like that you said no spoilers before that, because it was
I don't think I spoiled it. Like, I think I don't. Here's the thing: you can't spoil what you don't understand. I don't think I was right. I think that's my best guess.
Okay.
And there's other main events that happened in it that I didn't even account for in this explanation. Like, there's this guy named Hunhao that gave his memories so all this could happen. But he was also the guy that orchestrated but he knew the.
JP, help him! Segue, help him!
I don't got anything.
What's going on?
I don't got anything.
It was very like. What was weird about it is it was fun to play. Like, I had a good time playing through it. There were cool scenes and fights and stuff, but I definitely the entire time was just thinking I am either too dumb to understand what's happening, or there is a greater message that is just so far beyond my plebeian head that I think I see a message in here somewhere. But yeah, it was
Okay.
Yeah, it was a thing.
All right.
Oh, somebody touched that maybe I wasn't high enough. See, that's interesting.
That always helps, I hear, when doing.
Maybe I didn't have enough pathways opened. Okay.
When doing intense storytelling, it's really important to
it's
get.
very true.
Really,
you need to have fully expanded pathways.
Got to expand your mind. Yeah. This is hot off the press. We're jumping back to Assassin's Creed, but that franchise crossed 250 million units sold worldwide across the entire franchise. So somehow Ubisoft is still dying as a company with that many units sold. 250 million units. It's wild. Absolutely insane. And then I think that.
So what is that, like a third of GTA sales? Just one game?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Accurate. I think we can jump into what we've been playing, and we could start with two of you fucking around, and I don't know where that game takes place. Midwest somewhere.
Fears to Fathom Scratch Creek.
Yeah.
And I made fun of it earlier, but like I was telling Zeke before the show, that was one of the more fun 3 hours I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
There were times I was laughing so hard I was having trouble breathing. Just because of the either something Zeke did or something in the game. Like there's just stuff in the game that's just so ridiculous. It was a real experience.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was pretty impressed that was the devs' first time making a co-op experience.
Dude, the dev not only did a good job making a co-op game, but stumbled into like making some incredibly innovative mechanics.
Yeah.
Like what was really fun, me and Zeke did everything in game. And at one point in the game, and I know we talked about this a little bit in the past, but we'll talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah.
There not only is the phone an entire like own mechanic, so you can like bring it up and play games on it and stuff. We were having a good time. You can message other people. But what the game does is it separates the co-op partners into two different areas where they can't hear each other. And so you have to use text to send messages, but you also know that the game sends default messages. So you get to this situation where you're going like, especially if the other person isn't making like all caps funny messages, you get to this position where you're like, wait, was that really from Zeke? Is that Zeke? Like, is this, I need to freak out right now? What's going on? Like at one point, he was off trying to find a towel. Some dude starts knocking on the door. I don't want to spoil it too much, but like I started getting like a heart flutter because I'm like messaging Zeke. I'm like, is that you? And he's like, no. So like, can you get up? Can you get out? Can you come get me? Like, no, I'm trapped. What do you mean you're trapped? It's just like, so it was very innovative.
Yeah.
It wasn't even in the dark pictures and stuff like that. It felt like it was a bit more. So that was really cool.
Yep.
You feel like I think the thing that this game does well is you actually feel independent. Like you don't feel like at one point we were driving down the road and I was like, I'm getting out of the car, and I got out of the car while it was driving down the road. And you can just do that, which a lot of like story-based co-op games, like you mentioned, dark pictures and stuff. You're pretty much on rails. I mean, you get to make decisions here and there, but like. You're trapped in the confines of the rules. Like this one doesn't feel as trapped. You don't feel like as like you can actually like it's a little. I mean, and that lends itself to a little bit of jank as well.
Yeah.
In the gameplay, because you can do pretty much if you're not moving or in a closed room, you can pretty much do whatever.
Yeah, I was, as you were talking, I was trying to find a way to discuss it because. I would love if like the Dark Anthology folk took a lot of stuff in this game and implement it into their stuff. But at the same time, I don't know if they could do it because I think that it feels like, and this might be me projecting, that those devs have a little bit of reverence for their game to where they don't want the player to be able to jump out of the fucking car and break the entire sequence. Whereas this game is just like, nah, screw it. Let whoever wants to jump out of the car and just like screw this entire thing up, do it. I'll just reload.
Put it to
I
you
would
this
agree
way.
with you,
Put it to you this
but
way.
if I ever hear the word reverence to those goofy ass NPCs in the Dark Picture anthologies, I don't. There ain't nothing reverent about that dialogue.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Put it to you this way. Okay. In this game, the very first thing you do is you have to help each other pack up a car. Or a U-Haul or
really
whatever,
scary shit. Moving.
with stuff. But this is how the Dark Pictures anthology, I like that kind of co-op game would handle it. Like one of you walks to one side of the thing and one of you walks to the other side of the thing. You both press the button and then it takes over for you and it puts it in the car.
Yeah.
Whereas this game, you walk to one side, each on one side, and you actually have to like, because if you move too far away from it, you'll just fucking drop it. You got to go pick it up again. So you actually got to like jimmy it up the stairs.
We had to
and like
talk to each other.
finagle it.
We had to be
through
like,
the
okay, I'm moving to
door
the left.
and
You moving to
stuff.
the left? Okay, I'm moving back now. Okay, I'm pushing forward. I'm moving back. So it felt like we were actually two people moving a heavy object instead of just going through the motions.
There was a lot of pivot yelling, of course. Pivot, pivot,
Pivot.
Yeah.
and they just a little bit about the atmosphere. Like they really like did a good job with the atmosphere, especially like this first creepy stop at the gas station here, where they did a good job of like not telling you what was going on, but having this very much ominous vibe. Like, oh, these guys are country as fuck, and they might do whatever country people do, you know?
Yeah. It could be any like small Midwestern town that, has some weird shit going on, or maybe some simple beliefs, etc. I see Cohh found the cow clicker as well.
Oh yes, I did.
But it was I don't want to talk about that fucking game because that was a big point of contention between me and Cohh.
I often think
why the game take 2.5 hours, it took 3.
It's funny. More. I often think which
game,
which one of you I'm closer to in regards to how I play video games. I think I'm leaning Cohh now because I did the same shit with the clicker. I got up to I think I crossed into the 25 or 30 million, but I didn't get all the way up to 100.
Yeah, I agree. I pretty much was around the same until Zeke had enough.
Yeah, no, my co-op partner was like, put the fucking phone down. Put the phone down.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Someone is literally chasing us, and you're clicking cows.
See, these cows calm me down. This is important. I can't run in front. I'm stressed out. Okay,
that's right. They were my stress. That's how I coped when I was underneath the beds. You got to click the cows. It's important. It's important stuff. It's only about a 3-hour experience, by the way. So.
It was great. It was a lot of fun.
I don't know if we want to talk too much about it because I'm even going to cut away here because spoilers are starting to occur in my mind. But
real quick.
Oh, by the way, look at this. You can have infinite bottles of wine.
This is such a perfect scene for what I was about to say.
Okay.
Keep in mind, this is a pretty janky experience. This is one of those like find your fun games to where if you try to like take it seriously, you're just going to frustrate yourself because it's janky. There's bugs. At one point, me and Zeke got killed like 10 times in a row because there was like a dark door we had to click on and like we had to do a thing in a certain order. Or this guy would catch us, and we were having fun with it. That was great. But if either of us were serious about it, it would have gotten really frustrating really quick.
Yeah.
So, just keep in mind, all the Fears of Fathoms games are just fun. Just have fun with them.
And I played all of the other ones up to this point.
Yep,
and that's what like brought us to this point is that I played like Fears of Fathoms 1 through 4, 1 through 5, whatever they were. And I just wanted to say like they were fun, and you can tell the devs got better and better at devs got better and better at making these games. But I will say like just because it's tradition, you don't have to keep going with something. That noise when you get caught, fuck that noise forever.
Oh, that weird air tunnel.
Bad. It's so bad, man.
It has been
like
poorly
otherwise
mixed since the
and
first
funny
game.
game, but they've been doing it since the first game, and no one likes it. Not a single person likes it.
Isn't that isn't that kind of a callback or reminiscent of Slitherman? When he would get caught by the Slitherman, wasn't it like a really high pitched, shrill, staticky thing, the same way that it is in this?
In what game?
And
I think the game Slenderman, right?
Or Slenderman, not Slitherman. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
You can tell I didn't play it.
Slenderman was the
Spider-Man.
snake game.
Do you guys
Slither
remember when
IO,
Spider-Man, you know, the big stick guy when he's walking through the forest? Spider-Man.
with the siren on his head, right?
He's got the siren on his head.
His name's like Alarm Face or something.
Yeah, I thought it was reminiscent of Spider-Man. You know, the Spider-Man.
Right, sure.
Yeah, that song. Yeah. Very, I thought it was close to that. Anyways, there was something I did want to mention about it before we stopped.
No, okay. And someone in your chat, JP, said maybe that's the point, not liking it. I get that. I get that in a horror game, there's supposed to be sounds that creep you out or surprise you or stuff like that. But we got to get out of the mode of loud equals scary, because that happens way too often. And I don't mind if it's a loud-ish noise, but don't make me hate your game because of it.
Oh, and here's another thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a line.
Here's another thing, right?
Yeah.
If you want that palpable effect of you're sneaking around and all of a sudden the big guy screams at you and comes and gets you and you get that fright, that's great. The first time. So maybe have the first time you get caught in every scene be the big loud noise. And then after that, because hearing that big loud noise when you're just trying to get through a damn scene and you can't figure out the right bush to stand in before the dude walks around and you hear that loud noise every time you fail, oh God, it's just anger. It's so anger inducing.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
And also, like, for a co-op game, it made me like, I will take my fair share of the blame for setting the killers on us, but we both had moments and it made me start going like, if you fucking alert this guy again, we're not friends. We are enemies.
Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe if you guys don't want to hear the noise so much, stop sucking.
Get good, bro.
Yeah, but that goes back to our first point. Like, that'd be fine, but the game is janky as shit. Like, there's one scene where you're trying to sneak around a dude, and like in some places far back, he's like eagle eye sees you, and then you can be right next to him, behind him, and you're fine. And if you don't run at this exact moment when this one sound plays, you're gonna get caught. So it's like,
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I remembered what I was going to say now, because the video was still playing where Zeke was creating infinite bottles. Zeke only played and created, or maybe it was co-created, about 5 seconds of bottles. I did that for a little bit longer, and let's just say I crashed my partner's game about 6 times before we could
by producing infinite items.
Yeah, I just oh,
that's hilarious.
Just made a little bit too many items for their PC to handle it. So
okay,
that reminds me of that
why
Skyrim
can't we
thing.
get? Go ahead.
No, go, dude. Please.
I was just getting like, why can't we get like the game Peak? Why can't we get Peak JP? Peak JP was helpful.
Oh,
he was encouraging. He put his hand out for you. Like that JP, I like that JP. The JP that crashes my computer because he thinks it's funny. We don't like that JP. Can we get it?
And I'm not talking about
here's the
game
problem.
crashed.
Here's the
I'm
problem.
talking
Here's the problem.
The PC rebooted. Like it was a full. I got a phone call. They're like, "You fucking crashed my stream. My PC's rebooting," and I was like,
"Oh my God, that's terrible."
That is actually terrible.
She was very mad. What were you gonna say, Cohh?
I was gonna say, JP makes Zeke angry. JP makes Cohh angry. JP makes all the people he plays with angry. That's all. That all checks out exactly like Zeke said. But the person you didn't talk about, is how JP's chat is feeling about malicious JP. And I have a feeling they probably really like it. Like, we probably really like it.
I would say it's 50-50. You know?
Really?
Yeah, I would say it's 50-50, depending.
The other half is just like, stop screwing around. You're ruining things.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's probably why you keep doing it.
Sometimes the chat acts as parents to
do.
Streamers like JP and myself.
My chat just kept telling me to play the cow game. I was just trying to make him happy.
Cow game's good.
And that's why your chat is your chat.
That's true.
Because every fucking time I look over, I'm driving in the driver's seat, and I'm like, do we take this left? And I look over, and it shows above his head, looking at phone. I'm like, you're not looking at the navigation, are you?
The GPS is on my phone.
If we take this right. Nothing. Silence. Hey, do I take this right? Hey, cow game. Hey.
It's a good game. I mean, it's a very well designed
fun
game.
time.
The cow game is an incredibly well designed game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, and there was a lot of times we missed our turns and had to start over from a checkpoint because of it.
Yeah, the checkpoints were at least well done.
Yes,
enough in that as well.
Checkpoints were not bad. They were not. Yeah. They could have been a lot worse. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is one that we asked for, like by the end of the game, like towards the end of the game, like the last 10% of the game, we wanted one more because it was just a long section of stealth and that kind of shit. So there could have been one more, but it was all right. All told, that was a really fun experience.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. I had a good time with it as well. I wish them nothing but success because I would love to play more of those. And I fucking hate spooky games. The jump scares, the at least the two like big jump scares in that, they fucked me up. They really did.
Dude, there were multiple times.
I was not a fan, man.
Oh my God. There were like, you're just walking around not expecting anything and then bam, right in front of you. And it's like, ah!
Yeah, and the faces in that. Oh my God. Did you guys do a close up of the NPC faces? They're like, I don't know what that's surrealist, maybe?
I made a comment about it, and I was confirmed by my chat that it looks like like old timey movies when they would pull pantyhose over their face and rob a bank or whatever. That's what it looked like. It looked like a face mapped on, but with pantyhose over it.
But it was really high detail.
Yeah.
That was a strange way. I don't know why. I know why they did that because it looks creepy, but I was off-putting when that thing just jumps in front of you a lot of times when the face just jumps in front of you. So. Yeah,
but I mean, the main star of the show for me, like, just real quick, just to sum up, like, I want more games that do that like split up. You can't talk to each other voice wise. You can text each other only, and throw in some like. I would love it if you threw in some ghost texts.
Oh,
so you could to fuck with the other person.
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
That would be great.
Yeah, that stuff.
Something like that would be awesome.
Stuff was really good.
But no, I mean, just the really fun part about that was just there was so much stuff going on in that game that just other games haven't done. It was really cool. You also you can randomly talk to other character just to get some exposition and stuff. That was really cool as well. It was a lot of fun.
Yep.
Looking forward to the next one.
What else is coming? Cohh, you played the Doom DLC. Did you finish?
I did.
Did you finish
all the way through?
Okay.
Yeah. I played on the hardest difficulty without permadeath, and it was lovely, man. I had a great time. Just a smile on my face the whole time.
I heard that there's like some connective tissue for the Doomiverse in that.
There are a few reveals, dude. You get like backstory on Doom guy's trauma.
That's what I was hearing about.
Like it was wild. I was like, there's some actual stuff in there, which was kind of crazy, but it was a huge amount of fun, dude. The pacing was good. The checkpoints were phenomenal. They even checkpoint the bosses, which was great. At no point did I feel like it was too difficult. At no point did I feel like it was too easy.
Did you play on hardest?
I played on Nightmare. Yeah.
Okay.
The hardest without permadeath.
Got it.
And no, it was a great time. Had a phenomenal time.
How long did it run you for?
Oh, 2 streams. So 6-ish hours, I want to say.
Oh, okay, not too bad.
Something like that.
Yeah. Do you think it's the better or best version of that game, of the Dark Ages?
I really liked what they did with the spear. The spear adds like an entirely new way to play, a huge amount of mobility, which is really fun. They also let you keep the shield, so you can kind of go between them, which was great. So different areas, I would actually switch between them, which normally I kind of pick one thing and just focus on getting better at that. But this game really kind of catered to using both, which was kind of fun. But no, I mean, the whole thing was smooth. My only kind of issue is I did wish they had some more upgrades for the shield. They only focus on upgrading the spear, but they do have a bunch of upgrades for it. So if you do stick with the spear, there's like tons of cool stuff you can get with it. But no, man, it was great. It was a really good time.
Cool. Yeah, this might be so. I still never finished the like main game for the. Is it Doom: The Dark Ages, and then the DLC is called Revelations, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I never finished Doom: The Dark Ages. Not because I thought it was bad. I just didn't finish it.
I'm one of the people that really enjoyed Doom: The Dark Ages. I thought it was a great kind of new take on it. I liked the risks they took with it, with the melee and everything. So I had a great time with the DLC.
Yeah.
If you like the Dark Ages, the DLC is a no-brainer pickup.
Okay. Where do you fall? You always got to ask about the music when it comes to Doom.
We talked about that. It is not Mick Gordon. The thing about this music is the guy that they got to do the music does incredibly well, like straight up riffing. So like when you're deep in the combat, there's really heavy deep synths going. There's lots of sub bass. There's lots of, it's keeping the pace up, and it's good. The music in this game is damn good. You'll be bopping your head the whole time. It's great. But Mick Gordon brings in this kind of nuance and this kind of fingerprinting that is not in the music in this game. So it has that heavy grinding. It's good. I like it. It is not Mick Gordon.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But I mean, it fits the game very well. I mean, okay. I had no complaints, but there's a reason everyone loves Mick Gordon. It's because he has a very unique sound, and that's not in this game.
Yeah. Yeah. When all those layoffs were announced at id, I got a little sad because you don't really get games like this anymore when it comes to like arena shooters and the speed that it comes with. It's much different these days. So I hope we get to still see more of these. I grew up on Quake, so this is like my bread and butter. Though this is nothing like Quake style of shooter is, I guess.
It's the evolution.
Yeah, the evolution. And apparently they said Quake was like a core IP focus or something for them. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see more. Maybe we'll see another Quake. Maybe they're gonna do an Extraction Quake game or something. Who knows what the future holds for that IP? But cool. I'm glad to hear that the Doom DLC was good. It was well received. Do you need to go out, bud? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Well, I can. You want me to throw to Zeke, and I can take you out? Is that what you want?
No, throw to Cohh. Throw to Cohh. He's better at this.
You want me to throw to Cohh again?
I'm just going to talk about the game with the Mon pals. That's all I got, man.
Yeah, let's hear about Palworld. You could talk about it, and then I'll repeat everything that you said, and I'll take the dog out real quick. How far are you in the Palworlds, Cohh?
Chat would have to tell me. I want to say I'm around level. I think I'm around level 30, and I'm around tech level 40. I just got my first handgun. I'm pretty early. I just got my second base set up and got it parked and stuff. I haven't even done the second part of the main story. So I have not gone to the pal friendship thing. I'm doing the main quest where you learn about what went wrong with the pal friends. That's where I am right now on that one.
Okay.
But man, dude, this is Palworld at this point is one of the largest survival sandbox games you can buy. It has so many different mechanics, so many things you can do. There's so many random things you can find, all 250 plus different pals. They all can have different passives. There's breeding mechanics, there's base mechanics, there's construction mechanics. There's like, it is every hour I play this game for the last, 15 plus I have so far, I learn about some major new thing that I now need to add to my to-do list. And it is miraculously cool to see how much this game has changed. Because when I played this game back in EA. When I played it in EA, there were some cool ideas. It was fun, but I mean, there were enough problems with it to where I remember leaving EA going, man, if they don't lock some of this down, I don't know how this game is gonna like the pals didn't work properly, the base stuff didn't work properly, they were always getting stuck everywhere. It was a cool idea, but it just was not working. Now this game I've been playing for 20-ish hours. And it's almost all the issues I had back in the day are gone. Now, granted, that makes sense. It's been under development for years since I played, but it is pretty remarkable the state they've gotten this game in at this point. I have not crashed at all. It's running well. All the pals function on my base. I haven't had to run around and babysit any of them. The building stuff all functions well. All the loot stuff is functioned. There's no weirdness with the weapons. The combat feels good. It's just the list goes on and on and on. And Yeah, I have a laundry list in this game now. It's like a mile long of things, or a to-do list in this game. It's like a mile long right now, and it just keeps getting bigger.
Yeah.
Is there still the like the tower system, I guess, for bosses?
Yep.
Like
there's 9 towers now, and I think at the end you either go to the tree or something and do like some big end boss. There is a credits roll now. So it's kind of my soft goal is I want to play the game until I get to the credits roll. And
dude,
that's at the.
I'm fearful for you in terms of how long that's gonna take.
I know. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned too.
So I hit level 50 yesterday. That's where I'm at right now is level 50, and like I've been told I'm about a third of the way through the game.
Yeah, that checks out. Have you scrolled it down to the bottom of the tech list?
Yeah.
Dude, eventually you become like a mech.
Yeah.
With laser cannons and rockets and shit. I can't wait. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm going to become a PAL mech.
It's
going to be good.
And like, there's a lot of I think up until the point where I'm at, you can kind of just like run around and, see the sights and capture all the different pals and, go back and see your base and kind of start the next thing. But I think the game really, really wants you to get into the whole breeding thing as well as the PAL combination thing.
I don't even think I've unlocked that yet. I don't think.
I haven't messed with the breeding. I think it's around 30. But like,
maybe I missed it.
I've been told that the breeding aspect is how you actually make good pals, and a lot of those like later game bosses, if you don't have a like 4-star pal with proper blah 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 blah, you're just not going to kill them.
Are you playing on normal or hard?
I'm playing on hard. Well,
yeah, same.
It's like Strippin did like, I don't know what hard means. He calls it hard, but I think
it says it. It's 20%. You take 20% more damage. Enemies have 20% more HP, I think. Like when you're selecting the difficulty, you can look and see exactly what it's changing.
Okay, yeah, because I'm playing on a public server with a bunch of other streamers where we're kind of all doing our own thing, but we'll just interact with each other. And I think he said that the damage is up 50% and we deal 0.8 on our guns instead of 1.0 damage or whatever that means.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I think it's like...
You may be harder than hard.
I don't know. It's dumb enough to where I'm walking around and all of a sudden I get bolted from nowhere and it's one shot. So...
Oh, whoa. That does not happen on mine. And they're your level? The thing's killing you?
Yeah, around the level, plus or minus about 5 or 10. Yeah.
And you're up to date with armor and shields?
Yeah, up to date enough. I just got to PAL metal. Is I think
I
the
don't
current
even know
tier.
what that is. Yeah. I'm still on ore myself, so
yeah.
I just made my metal suit.
It's anyways, the difficulty is our own doing. And I'm not necessarily frustrated by it or anything. But I have been told like even once you get to max level, which is 80 in the game, there's vendors around the entire world where you can buy things that just outright increase your stats, where it's like you right click a book and it gives you plus whatever to that stat. And like, that's how you do the proper end game stuff.
So it's really interesting because one thing this game does that is very, very cool is it is a survival sandbox game, but they have borrowed so many mechanics from like casual MMOs that really work. So like every single boss in the game is behind an instance. And when you kill it, that instance just gets an hour cooldown. And then an hour later, the boss is going to be back. Dungeons all over the world. You go in, you do the dungeon, and it like, then your cooldown starts and you get, and you get really good loot for doing them. So, I mean, it's one of those like build your own daily systems to where like you can set up your own little pass, your own little things that you want to do to like make sure you get all your ancient mechanisms, all your plans and stuff like that. And that is a very, very cool, that adds that to that whole, like just living in the game instead of just playing it. And it's a great system.
I agree.
I like that a lot.
Dude, you mentioned the dungeons. If you played early access, you know that those dungeons were cookie cutter. They were the same like room, kind of copy and pasted ad nauseum.
Yeah. Yep.
Now I've entered, I don't know how many, 20 to 30 different dungeons at this point. Not a single one has been the same. Dude, and it's awesome.
I've done a bunch of dungeons, and today I did a dungeon where I zone in and I do my normal like first little area, and then the next area was like this big thing of water, like a village that had been completely flooded, and all of these buildings up the side, and it was just loot and boxes and mining things, and I was just like, what? I felt like I won the lottery.
Yes.
It was awesome.
There's
got a
so
ton
good.
of great items in there. Yeah, it was really good.
They really outdid themselves with the dungeons, to where like it's exciting to zone into one because I don't know what it's going to be like. I don't know the layout of it, and I don't know what the end boss is going to be. I don't know if the end bosses are randomized.
I have no idea.
Or if they're fixed per dungeon spawn. But there's also just like so many of them. Like you just turn a corner into a new area and there's a dungeon right there.
Another thing that I really like that is a fun idea. Like, and by the way, all these ideas, yes, to answer chat, I'm taking all of these for Emberville. For the record. But another really cool idea that this game does that I really like is they basically, you know, in most games you have your mobs. Your mobs have their loot tables. The player runs around the game, kills the mobs, get the loot. But I am 90% certain that what they do in this game is in every area, they just take the loot tables from the animals and all the enemies there, and then they literally go, okay, let's take 10 of these random items that you'd get from the mobs. Let's just drop them around the level. Let's just drop them. So you're running around exploring, and you'll just find, oh, there's a PAL ball. Cool. Oh, there's some loot off that guy. Oh, cool. There's an electric organ. Oh, cool. And it adds so much to the exploring. Like it feels like you're like walking through something and like, oh, I could use that, right? No one else is using that. It's surprising to me how much that added. It's a very basic thing, but like not a lot of games do it, and it's kind of cool. It really helped. It added a little kind of engagement mechanic to just exploring.
Yeah,
which is a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's definitely like the Simpsons thing of like, oh look, a piece of candy.
100%.
That happens.
My ADHD is off the I swear I think they brought in, you know how we were talking about how they bring in psychologists for mobile games to like make the game pull money out of players. I'm pretty sure what they did is they pulled in an ADHD guy.
Yeah.
And they just hung Palworld in front of him and they watched where his eyes went and they just like built mechanics everywhere he looked.
Yeah.
I can't do a goddamn thing in this game, JP.
No, I was like 12 hours into the stream yesterday and I like jumped out. I was like, oh, look, water. And then I just kept talking like what I said was what I meant. What I meant to say is like, oh, look, there's a lake there that leads into a cave. But my dumb brain was like, oh, water.
This is what happened. This is what's been happening to me like 10, probably 50 times this playthrough so far. Okay, I'm in my base. Okay, great. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get all these resources. I'm gonna go here and set up my base. Cool. Get on my fly there. Oh, look, there's an egg. Let me go get that egg. Okay, fly down, get the egg. Oh, hey, is that a cave down there? Let me go see the cave. Okay, fly down. Oh, look, it's an instance. Do the instance coming out. Hey, is that a fishing spot over there? 2 hours later, chat will be like, did you ever build that base?
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
We're still doing that. And I'm just gone. I'm off.
Yeah.
I can't do anything.
It's great at that.
For those,
oh,
for
look,
those
there's
you
an
asking,
effigy. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you asking, yes, I played the early access of the game. I haven't picked it up since, like, I haven't picked up the 1.0, but I had 128 hours in the original, in the early access game. So yes, everything Cohh is saying, that is something I had to very much, like, in the middle of the game, I had to go, if I'm going somewhere, I have to go there. I have to go there.
That's what I did today. I was like, blinders on.
To ignore
I'm going to build the
things.
base. Don't tell me anything, chat. Don't see anything. If you see something cool, just don't tell me.
Yeah.
I've got shit to do.
Well, it's because the shit you're going to is usually, if you have something on your list of things to do, it's because your base will be more efficient while you're going to look at eggs and caves and stuff like that. So do the efficient camp stuff first. Like, put your pals to work, make sure they're doing that shit, and that's, I don't know if it's the same, but like, get your upgrades for your camp first. So when you're going out exploring, shit is happening that is efficient at your camp.
Yeah.
At your first opportunity, which is around level 10, where you can set up a second base, immediately set up a second base and start loading it up with all those auto farming things. And if you have pals that automatically drop items, make sure they're always getting fed and chilled at that second base. That's what we ended up doing. We set up, I found a bunch of iron ore nodes together.
Yeah.
Put the base there so they naturally mine them. Trucked over all my pals that drop stuff. They're all chilling there too. So now I have this base that I just show up at and pick up a bunch of shit from, make like 100 iron ore thing and then leave. It is very nice.
So for people that have played the game back when early access, and Zeke, this is probably of interest to you, because to me, it's one of the best things that they've done, is in the tech trees that you can unlock. Cohh was just talking about setting up like an ore base. You could definitely go and set up an ore base, and it's gonna generally super be beneficial to you. But eventually, I think I want to say it's like level 24. I might just be making that number up. I think it's in the 20s. You eventually just unlock an ore mine that you can put down in your base, and it's unlimited. It's not as good as like a proper ore base. You do unlock a level 2, which is about as good as a proper ore base. That's in like the
nice
40s or so. It's like a tier 2. And that makes it so you don't have to go set up another base at all.
Yep. And what's even cooler, and we just found out this today. So I have that ore base set up, and if I build a level 1 ore infinite thing there, then whenever the good ore is up, they'll mine all that. And whenever that's not up, they just go mine at the other one. So they're constantly generating iron at the base, which is awesome.
And it seems like they've done that for every mandatory resource. So like I have one for coal. I think there's one for pure quartz, which you need later on. I think there's one for hardwood, which you need later. So they've kind of put in a lot of QOL for people that don't want to have to manage like multiple bases. Some people are super into managing multiple bases. Other people are like, I don't want to go fucking make another base. I just want to plop something down, be done with it. And so for them
for sure me, like the most cramped base you ever saw is my base. It's like the Lego pieces barely fit together. There's no space for activities for anything. It's just a work camp and nothing else.
Yeah. It's just the right amount, I would say. They've really nailed that. Cohh, did you mention how like the sorting and everything works, how they knocked that out of the park in the QOL?
Oh, dude, the QOL is so good. There's pretty much everything that you would want in this type of game is there. They have like item sorting per container. They have entire ambient base sorting. Any chests in your base pull from crafting. All crafting engines pull from storage. All crafting engines can deliver to storage on your option. You can also keep them in the engine if you would prefer. All your pals can move things around on their own. You can dictate what pals take what to where. Like this is one of those games that I feel like really utilized its early access period, because when we first played this game, almost none of this shit was in it.
Yeah.
And you can tell over the time that it was developing that people just kept asking, and they were like, okay. And now we have like this amazingly well-developed base building experience. Base building is easy. It works and it is intuitive. They even have a material base replacement feature to where if you have things on the wall, you can still replace the wall type behind it. We confirmed that today. Like it is a masterclass in sandbox QOL so far.
Yes.
And I haven't even apparently it gets even crazier towards the end of the game. I've been told to hold on to my butt. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I got a thing last night. Go ahead.
I do have one major complaint about the building though.
Oh, let's hear it.
I do. It bugs me to no end that they disconnected the defensive wall and gate system from the normal foundation. There is no way to properly snap the defensive wall and gate into a standard square foundation. And what that means is you can't properly build an outer wall that perfectly fits your base. And as somebody with me who has, as you could say, a touch of the tism, that drives me absolutely crazy to the point where I actually use normal building materials instead of the defensive walls, just because I don't want that freaking little tiny offage of using those walls.
You would probably have tested this, because I did not. So the thing that you put down is a circle for where you can build your base. Can you build outside of that? You can build
anything you want outside of the circle, but anything outside of the circle, as long as you don't turn off the server settings, which you can turn off the server settings, anything you build outside of the circle has a natural degradation. It degrades over time. So you can't effectively build a base outside of the circle with vanilla settings. It will break down. So what I had to do was I basically put down my base, and then I cardinaled as far out as I could on all sides. And then using diagonals and flats, I built as close to the outside as I could in a circle. Okay. And I still have some gaps, obviously. We're talking about, 45-degree angles to a circle, but it works. It's working. So that's what I'm having to do now. All we need to do is just make it so defensive walls can kind of snap to a foundation and it'll be fine. But not only do they not snap, you can't have them near each other, which means you're going to waste space if you try to like incorporate them. It's just, I'm sure there's good reasons they disconnected it. I can't figure out what those reasons are, but for me, it's just messing up my whole jive.
Yeah.
So,
no, I get
I kind of hope they do something about that.
Yeah. Today's my goal.
Especially because there are base rates. So it's kind of important you have walls. Like, yeah.
Yeah. And my goal today for the base is I have to basically rebuild it. Like the game's grown too big for my starting base that I'm going to have to like just flatten it and redo it.
This is your first big rebuild?
Yeah. Yeah. So
oh yeah, man.
Cause you start like putting things down in your base and you're like, oh my God, that's like a fourth.
Have you put down an expedition thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Who okayed that over there? Who okayed that model?
It's huge.
Okay. Now a little bit of good news, by the way. You can hang the entire second half of that outside of your circle.
Oh, the back half? Okay.
You can hang the entire back half. So that's good, right? That's good. Also, a little tip: you can have one expedition thing per base.
I knew
so
that.
You can be running multiple expeditions, which is pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. I have mine sitting on the second floor of my base. So the entire roof of the bottom floor is just this dirt, this bubbly dirt. It looks so ridiculous.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like, the whole thing doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a weird one. I will say, if you're going to, like, I'm a little surprised that they don't allow you to expand the ring of your base.
Yes,
like,
I wish they did.
I'm sure there's reasons for that, but like, and you can build vertically. That's what I'm doing. I'm building like a tower at this point. But it's still and like some of the pals they give you too are like a tenth of the size of your base. I just got this giant ass fire dude. You see him stomping around there? He's not even my biggest one. And I mean, like, how are you supposed to? Oh wait, no, that's you.
That's me. Yeah,
but I got a similar one. I got this. What was the one I got today? Chat, Fire Howl or something. But he's this giant fire breathing cat, and he like I swear, if you put him end to end, you'd only fit like 5 in the entire base.
Yeah, I got one last night.
Blaze Howl, thank you, Blaze Howl.
Oh yeah,
he's like a fire breathing lion. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's cool. We have
my best fire guy before him is like 1, and then he walks in with like a 5, and I'm just like, oh my man, thank you. You are gonna make this research so much faster. Thank you. Is that your house?
Yeah.
That's really nice, man.
Well, I didn't. Okay, let's Jenny.
Oh, okay. I was
Jenny
gonna
Bear
say
TV is the one that built the house, and I was like, please, I need a pretty house. And then I feel so bad, dude.
Jenny, your house looks great.
Jenny,
I almost thought JP leveled up his building skills. That's how nice it was. Good job.
I feel so bad. Jenny, she built this beautiful house and it was fantastic.
You didn't burn it down, did you?
No. And then yesterday, Saturdays are kind of her day off. So she was doing day off things. And she came back after I put in, I don't know, probably a 20 or 24 hour session in between the 30 hours that she was offline. She messaged me at like 5 a.m. and she's like, JP, I just logged into the game. What the fuck? Because like what was once a very particular, well-made, like this is gonna go here, this is gonna go here.
No,
it's just like fucking put that there and shove that shit up. Fucking
JP,
delete this.
You just said the reason I can't play any serious games with my children right now. Because I will spend an entire session playing with them and like sort the chest and set it all up, and then I'll go stream the next day and they'll play and I'll come back and it'll just be ruined. Gone. Like, are we still playing the same game?
I responded to her and I was like, Jenny, we're moving.
That's just
son,
like, no.
Son, I love you. But why are you in timeout? That's right. Wheat does not belong with barley.
That's right.
Exactly correct.
That's
you
right.
Put them in the same container and they don't go together.
I was playing Core Keeper with my boy Kai, and he somehow put a bomb in the middle of my storage. And when that happens, the chests get destroyed and all the items stay on the ground. So then, because he was trying to help, he then picked up all the stuff, and because items kept being on the ground, he had to make room, so he kept deleting the stuff that was not. He literally deleted like half the items because he was trying to like help. It was the most adorably sad thing.
I'm not that bad. I don't. I definitely had to make sure. There was a moment last night when I was logging out. And I was like, all right, guys, that's it. And I left clicked. And I was on a fire mount, and I just breathed fire into my wooden base. And I was like, oh, thank God it didn't burn down. Oh, thank God.
I had no idea if that did anything. I was like,
yeah.
Oh no.
I think it did in early access. I don't know if it's like a server setting or something, but it was rough.
Oh
yeah.
man.
So I'm with you. You get there's a summoning circle that you eventually can build, and it's fucking real big. There's raids that you can summon.
I'll make a floor for it, I guess.
No,
my ever expanding tower.
Do not summon anything in your base. It's a big fight. Don't do it.
Oh, so make an outpost.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to make like another base. Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question.
I love this thing, by the way. Look at this thing right here. That's an MRI machine.
Yeah, no shit, dude. I found it very, very beneficial, and I don't know if it's still the same as far as like building your base, like your actual base where you sleep and stuff, to use as few walls as possible.
Yeah.
Now, in previous game and previous iterations, that's exactly right, because I remember vividly when you would build even a house without things in it would get pals stuck back in the day. They get stuck on the roof, they get stuck in the building, you have to deconstruct your house to get them out. It was a total nightmare. That just doesn't happen anymore. I have had a multi-floor castle thing in the middle of my main base. Not a single thing has gotten stuck in it. They have improved pal pathing hugely. It's night and day.
Well,
so
the other thing,
you can build whatever
is,
you want on your base now that I've seen.
Yeah. Well, the other reason, I mean, that's one of the big reasons, because they would get stuck and you have to like, figure out how
I don't
to
have any
like,
huge pals,
give them
by the
away.
way.
But
I
like,
to point that out. Yeah.
The other thing is like, you can just like, I prefer it because you don't need any doors. You don't need to go to the doorway. You can just like have like a 3/4 wall, and then just a completely open face base. Can you still do that, or do you need to put like 4 walls and a roof?
So I think there are some things. Is there anything that needs to be in a building to be used? I don't.
A bed
think so.
to sleep
Maybe
in.
a
That's
bed.
it.
You need to have like a one room for a bed. But here is one thing, Zeke. If you try to only build on the ground, you will run out of room pretty quickly. So like I already have a second floor on my base that is filling up, and I am already planning a third.
Oh no! Just okay. Picture just a square building, and there was like mine had like, or like a rectangular building, and it had like 3 floors, but the face was gone. Like there was no like wall on one side of it. It was like 3 walls and open.
Yeah. No, that's fine. You absolutely could.
Sure.
There's no reason you couldn't if you want to. You didn't even necessarily need walls. You could just build a giant 4 pillars with floors. You could have all 4 walls be open. And I don't think that would be a downside at all.
No, I just wondered if mechanically they made you have 4 walls for some reason or whatever.
Just
but
the
it just
bedroom,
seems like
JP was saying.
Yeah, easier for ingress and egress to not have any walls, or as few walls as possible.
Yeah.
Or also with raids and stuff, like do raids like how tough are they in the new
That's a question for Cohh, because on a multiplayer server, I have no idea how raids are working because I've never been raided.
Oh.
They don't raid you on multiplayers?
It doesn't feel like it.
Huh. That is weird. I've been raided a few times. They've all been pretty easy. Okay. They give you, when they raid you, they tell you how many waves there are. They spawn them. They so far have spawned them far from the base, and they pop them on your radar, so you know exactly where they are, exactly where they're coming from. Yeah, they've been easy so far.
So the way that the raids work though has changed from the original game. Like Cohh said, it's wave based, and they are based on, I think, like the level of the raid is based on the average level of your pals.
Right.
I think is how it works. Okay. So it's not always going to be like, oh, here's some like level 10 dudes. It's supposed to be competitive.
Also kind of fun. They send in a negotiator first, and you can of course just shoot him in the head and take some loot, or he will talk to you and you can pay him off and they won't raid you.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. If you just like don't want to deal with it, you can just pay the negotiator and they just won't raid your base.
Yeah.
I'll give you like a 5-minute
great.
window to do that.
That's
Good.
great.
If you
And I know I heard you can turn off raids and stuff, but I think I like playing games as intended by the developer as much as possible. I mean, there are certain things I will not abide, but like I want to play it as they want it, you know, because raids are part of it, and I think that's why you have like all the equipment to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just wondered how difficult it was, how annoying it is, but apparently it's not that bad.
Yeah. Cohh, did you mention fishing? Have you fished?
I have fished.
Okay, yeah.
I have fished, and
fishing's
dude,
important.
fishing is freaking awesome.
It's,
like,
so
great.
good. It's so
Oh
strong.
man. And not only that, if you're flying over a fishing spot, you can just see if there's rares or not. Like
Yeah.
it's you know whether to waste your time or not on just a bunch of commons you don't need. It's really cool. I haven't even made my second tier yet. I just made higher tier bait. I don't think I've used that yet. I got a purple fish with a purple outline today. Oh my god, that was just like
oh yeah, no,
a little fish thing. Like yeah,
some of those you just flat out
something.
lose. I think there's a thing. This is so. I already know how bad. There's a thing to make your thing bigger. On the fishing, it like makes it makes the bar go from like this to this, and apparently it makes it easier to fish. So yeah, I haven't gotten it yet, but I do know that there is a thing to make your thing bigger. So let everyone know. Fishing's important. I think that's it. I'm worried about how many hours I'll spend in this.
I do think there's going to get to a point where you can just say, all right, I'm going to go kill the bosses and finish. So I
hope so.
I don't know for sure, but I feel like most survival sandbox games, you like play the game to get to a point where then you finish the game. I don't know where that point is yet. But like, there's a chance, for instance, if you level enough and you get most tech unlocks before you've done most of the towers, then that could be a thing. However, somebody in chat just mentioned this earlier. I realized I haven't done any PAL breeding yet, and I'm I'm level almost 30-ish, 40, whatever. And that's because apparently I haven't killed the second boss, and that's what unlocks breeding.
Yeah.
So knowing that, I do wonder how much like critical tech is locked behind the bosses.
A lot.
So maybe.
I think.
Yeah, that could change things.
Here's a perfect. It just happened in this video. I think if I open up the map here, so like that's everything I've seen on the map, and then I like go to zoom up, and that's just more stuff I've never seen. I have no idea what any of that is, and there's 2 zones that they put in 1.0 that the massive tree is apparently a thing you can go to now, and there's sky islands. There's sky islands off in the distance that I have no idea.
Oh, dude, awesome.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, real quick, just for traversal, like how long before you get a flying mount?
Pretty early.
Not that long. Yeah, it's pretty early.
Good. Okay.
And they give you some fast mounts too, like very early.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All your bases are fast travel, and there's fast travels everywhere.
I think level 14 is the first flying mount. If I remember correctly, the one that I'm using is almost like every like 10, 20, 30, there's a new tier of creature to fly on, basically. But there's also like so many creatures have saddles now. And so many creatures also have, a lot of the weapons used to be like, oh, you could put a rocket launcher on blah, blah, blah. And that would be the saddle that you could make for it. There's also just creatures like the passives now that that the pals give are just not the passive stats, but like the abilities that they give you are just insane. Just by having them in your party.
You can combo them, and like it's the depth in terms of customization and like what kind of power you can bring out is wild.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
really cool. What's your PAL setup out of curiosity?
My PAL setup is odd because it is, I have one PAL that makes it so anytime I grab an egg, there's a really high chance that it gives me a second egg for free.
Oh.
And I have another PAL that 35% of the time, whenever I pick up an egg, it makes it an alpha.
I got him, but I can't unlock his saddle yet, so I can't use the ability.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So I have I think I'm up to 8 now in my base egg incubators of just nonstop, like legendary eggs, just constantly cooking. And that's been awesome. And then I have a mimic, so I no longer have to have keys to open chests. I just open any chest I want without ever having a key, which is fantastic.
Nice.
And then I have the flying Ragnarok. Oh, and then my fighter is a Pin King Lux, which is the Penguin King, but like the lightning version. And he just casts like lightning tornado storm or something. It just one shots everything. But I need to, I got to figure out who I would like actually want to start maining, because increasing the PAL from 0 stars to like 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, and 4 star is huge for their actual stats. And a lot of times I'll pull up against a boss, bring out the PAL, and the PAL just gets one shot. So I have to like start thinking about elemental things and like pitting them against, like that stuff's starting to come into play now around level 50. Which, you know, I'm glad. I'm glad that there's depth to it, and it's not just like I have the strongest PAL, it kills everything like it used to be. But yeah, that's what I'm rocking.
Very cool.
I know a handful of other PALs that I want, but I just haven't ran into them yet.
Dude, I found that PAL that drops in the meteor, and I was like, oh, you are my new chosen one.
Yeah, so that you got the spinning PAL, right? That's like the little tortoise guy.
Oh, Digitors? Yeah, no. That's the one that I use is the one that comes in the meteor, the alien one, Xeno, whatever.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen that one.
So when meteors drop, there's a certain PAL that drops with them. They're called like Xeno things, or these alien PAL that are dark. And I happened to get lucky, a Xeno Vader. And I happened to get lucky and catch one earlier. So he's like my dude. And like all my other PALs, like he's a dark one. And then one of my other PALs I don't use in my party gives like 15% extra damage to his type. And then another PAL buffs him another way. And then I use Daydreams too, which have you had Daydreams?
Yeah, where they
Oh my
fight,
God,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I have 2 of those in my main party. So they'll just be like, I'll be using my main PAL and the Daydreams will be firing their stuff, which do decent damage as well. And it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I haven't seen this. I've been to a ton of meteors, but I've never seen any PALs around it. It's always
weird. And you've been able to mine the meteor and everything?
Maybe I'm finding supply chests. You're saying just straight up
I'm saying
meteorites.
Meteorites
Okay.
are like supply chests, except there's a meteor you can mine in the middle and the Xeno Vaders spawn around them.
See, my issue is that I kind of turn the game volume down and put music on. So I don't think I've heard meteors striking down around me. I might need to turn that up.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I can hear it.
But yeah, he is my boy. I just got my second flyer here. Funny enough, this base like that's the new base. I set up my base and then went and made an entire second ass base across the world and then flew like 10 feet from my main base. And this may have been when I found it. And I was like, what is this? This is better than the place I just finished building my base at.
Oh, I know where this. That's where I go to get coal if I need some.
This is where I set up my base, dude. That's my second base.
Okay.
So like I set like, and now I have the Digitoise, the miner, and like 2 of the cat guys, and they just mine all the iron there. And then I have like 2 ranches set up for the passive stuff. And here's my main base. So this is the outer wall of the main base that I'm working on. So nice. Yeah, I inadvertently just built them. So this whole base is going to get a full outer wall, and then the back tower is going to get built up, and then I'm going to floor out the sides, but I'm going to leave the interior empty so I can fly in and out super easily. So it's going to be like an open sunlight to the very bottom, which I think will be very cool.
There you go.
Yeah, it's good. I got plans. I got big plans.
Yeah. I'm fearful. Luckily, there's not many games out in July, so we got nothing but time. We're not like crunched for jumping into other games, but I'm fearful for how much time I'm going to put into this. I'm also fearful because my friends are not necessarily, the other people on the server are not. There's like 2 groups of people on the server. There's people that are like enjoying the game, not casually playing, but they're not no-lifing it, I guess, like hooked. I am. They're not, yeah, well, no, they're hooked, but they do other things in their life.
so they're
life.
Yeah, they're not addicted. Is what you're saying.
Yeah,
they're not addicted to the game. They're like, prioritizing it over things they need and should be doing in their life.
There's like me and 2 other people that are just like, I gotta get a fucking another. Oh, it's fucking 2 a.m. I gotta go sleep.
Gotta get another hit of your pals.
If I go in here, I can put new eggs in, and then they'll be done when I finish the show.
I love your little shake there.
And so there's kind of this weird divide where like I'll pop into one of their streams. I'm like, hey, how's it going? And they're like, well, I'm not level 50, you fucking douchebag. It's like, I'm like, damn it, man. I'm sorry. I just enjoyed the game. They're like, yeah, well, down here in the 30s, we're not really doing that.
JP, this is why you don't play with other people.
I know.
Problems,
I'm learning,
man.
I'm
telling
learning.
you.
I'm learning. I have
a community server for my community, and I don't play on that shit. I play solo because I don't want anyone getting in my way when I'm doing my stream.
Oh,
no,
dude, you would.
But no, the reason I play solo, the only reason I play solo is I just don't want. Again, same thing. I don't want to be on the other end of your equation.
Yes.
Where I only get to play a little bit, and I don't want to log in, and the second I log in, have 10 people around me in the highest level pals and end game armor. You know, like that ruins the whole thing, man.
Yeah,
so,
no, yeah. It totally sucks when that happens. I've been on both sides of that, and it is not a fun experience. So that's why I'll probably not go crazy today and do another 13-hour stream.
Or start your private run today, JP. You can have your private game to play on your own, and then you can play with your buddies when they catch up to you.
Today, Jenny
and then you can start over, and then you'd have even more Pal World to play. Look at that.
They do have a global PAL thing that you can build where you can pull your pals from a server and bring them to other servers. So I think you would make a level 1 character, but you would have all the pals that you had on the other server. I don't know how that works.
And if anyone's wondering how they do that technically, it's space magic is how they do that.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. But it might be worth
space magic.
Might be worth looking into. I still haven't seen this alien that you have. I'm scanning for the alien.
Yeah, he should pop out. Anytime I do combat, he's like my combat bro. So if you find any bosses or anything, you'll see him pop out. I've been doing a lot of base stuff lately.
Yeah, this entire 40-minute VOD is base.
Yeah, and then I had to go sell.
Yeah, I'll scan the box.
You may have to wiki them or something.
Yeah.
There's my containers, my storage containers. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Those things are so ridiculous.
I'll just find
God, those things were such a godsend when you unlock them. I remember from the early access, the container,
I'm setting up just a row of those things at my base.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Still working on the ingot influx.
Yep. Yeah. So much stuff to do in the game. In a good way. Dude. In a good way. It's really well done. I saw someone asking like, is $30 worth this? $30 is a steal. It's also on sale, I think, for 20 right now or some shit. So
if you like this game, if you enjoy this game, then $30 is illegal with the amount of time you will spend in this game.
Yeah, it's on sale on Steam right now for $20.99. That's $20.99.
That's crazy. There's so much time in this game if you invest.
It's a brand new game.
And it's on Game Pass.
We looked at over 700,000 players on Steam, and that's just on Steam. And then and it's what? Yeah, like you said, $20 now. 18. Someone just said they paid in chat. $18.
Absolute steal for this. It's good. I'm sure we'll have more to discuss as we encroach on the higher level stuff over the next week.
Hell yeah, dude.
So. That is Palworld. I have to stop talking and watching VODs because all I want to do is log in and go check those. I got to check those eggs, you know? I gotta
Come on, Grandpa. Let's go to bed.
I'm the egg master.
I was going to say, like,
my pals need me.
I know JP.
I am the Eggman. Goo 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 goo.
I know Zeke is a casual Warframe player. They are adding in their entire own gambling-based card game, Gwent style, for the new Warframe update. The second I saw it, I was like, do not let Zeke see this.
Another thing that blew my mind using cards is the common thread. Did you know that they have sold 3.5 million packs of the Palworld card game?
Someone in chat was talking about that.
There is a physical card game that they've been using for a while, and they recently started selling booster packs for it, I think this month. And they've already sold 3.5 million booster packs of that game. And it's pre-order. Like you can't actually get them yet. The booster boxes are shipping soon. It's also scalped to all hell, just like any other fucking card game that you want to, physical card game, TCG that you want to play. But that's just an insane amount
I had no idea that they had
Yeah.
a card game.
Nintendo lawyers currently on 100% overtime.
They're on
figuring
life
out how they
support.
can make that. Yeah, I
They're
know.
on life
Right? My
support.
God.
They made card
Oh
games.
my Lord.
Just like, send in the snipers at this point.
Oh.
they're gonna unleash the actual Pokemon.
What can Nintendo do? Oh, Nintendo. And when it comes to card games, Nintendo doesn't have a leg to stand on. Like from what I understand, there's thousands of different card games out there. There's nothing that Pokemon is doing that other games aren't, unless they're directly ripping off their IP, which they aren't. And so yeah, no, I don't think Nintendo could do anything about Palworld's card game.
Yeah,
From a layman outside perspective.
I guess at this point, the next thing Palworld does is make a show, a TV show, and then they make movies.
We got to acquire them all. I want to be the very greatest.
Yeah. Also, I didn't realize this. Someone, Dinkle, just linked it to me in my chat, but apparently GeForce has trading cards now. I didn't realize that was a thing. You want the NVIDIA GeForce?
NVIDIA,
Does it have pictures of different cards from like across the ages? What are they? Do not tell me there's a Jensen card.
What happened? What's in this video? Oh, it's like famous benchmarks. I don't.
Why?
What is the? Is that real? Or is that supposed to mimic the PCIe slots? I think that's what that is.
Oh my God. Palworld more than just pals? Wasn't this their April Fool's thing? Somebody just linked in chat. The Palworld dating game, wasn't that an April Fool's thing?
Yeah, but that's a real thing now. They're making that.
Oh, it is. Game. It's got a Steam page. They just linked the Steam page.
Yeah, that's turned into a real thing because people are.
So to answer the guy earlier during my stream that said, "Can you sleep with the pals?" I have some great news for you.
There's a game. Yeah.
Not yet. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you want to really get into it, there is a PAL that seduces humans, and that's how the PALs really took over. And
there's an adorable little PAL. His name is Hongyu.
Oh yeah.
And if you read the description of this little cute little PAL with a big smile on his face, what people do is they hang criminals in the town square, and then the Hangyu comes over and rips the skin off their bones in public.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was one thing that really drew me to this game, honestly. It's like on the surface, it looks like something, but then if you read into it, it can get pretty dark and
Oh yeah, it's really dark.
Mature theme. And I love that part of it. I love that part of it.
I mean, there's a fucking slave trader NPC in the game, right? And that he's a major part of the game is there's just slave traders on each island. You go and it's a very dark game once you get into that aspect of it.
It's really nice that it doesn't take itself seriously at all.
Yeah.
And I think I really like that about it. It's nice.
Yeah. Also, the other awesome thing about 1.0 is they've put in so many animations for all the pals, like idle animations and just things that they didn't have to do, but it just really makes the whole thing that much better.
That's a great call. I didn't even notice that.
There's, I think they said there's over 100 new animations across the board. There's 72 pals, which includes 24 variants or something in 1.0. I think I've seen maybe 2 of those. Overall in the game, they're approaching 300 pals across the entire thing. And I've only, I think, seen, according to one NPC, 120. So I don't know what the hell else is out there. They might even get more absurd than what they already are at my level. So yeah, we'll talk about it more next week because I'm sure we'll have more to share. But Zeke, what's been going on in your neck of the woods? You played 007, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
How was that? Did you enjoy it as much as Cohh and I did?
Yes, absolutely. It was great. It was a lot of fun. It very much reminded me of Hitman, it's there are ways that they kind of are you should probably do it this way. You don't have to, but you should probably do it this way.
Yes.
Look at all this stuff. Look at all the stuff we set up for you. We set up traps. Look at that. We set up a water thing, and we set up this, and I'm just like, all right, I'll use the first one. Oh, I got noticed. Time to beat everybody up. Like 30 people in a row. Just beat them all up.
Yeah.
So I like that. I like that there's always an option. Like in the IO games and stuff like that. It's if you like, there are certain times when you can't, when you're not allowed to fuck up the stealth or whatever. But
for story reasons, yeah.
Yes, for the most part, though, it's definitely it's up to you how stealthy you want to be and how many traps you want to set up. And that's why it didn't take me very long. Like, I beat the game for Zeke time. 17 hours is pretty good. It's pretty fast.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do a lot of the stealth sections, which, you know, when it does work out, it's really cool. When you can actually like set up something and go like, okay, that guy's gonna walk over there, and this thing's gonna go off and it's gonna zap him, or it's gonna, you know, produce a smoke bomb or whatever the fuck. But that never works for me. I never get it right. I never get the timing right, and I don't want to I don't reset myself or anything like that. So eventually, I just end up like just punching and shooting people in the face to get what I want out of them. And a lot of times, like, you'll find surprising routes through levels that I'm not sure that they plan for, but I don't know if it's not expected of you to do it. But like, there's things in Hitman, same idea, where you go through this entire huge level of setting up stuff to get to this, you know, the target, right? Or you can just run up to them, break their neck in front of everybody, and run away, and you can escape that way, which is how I played this game for sure. But when it came down to the combat parts, there was a couple of really frustrating parts. And I played on normal. I didn't play it on easy, and I didn't play it on hard. I just played on intended.
Yeah.
And it wasn't super difficult, but there were definitely some parts where I was just like, how in the do they expect you to kill every last person in the room? And the answer is yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. Yes.
So I was like, God damn, man, this is rough. Like, there's a couple of parts. It's like one that comes to mind that was just really rough for me.
What
and I had to do
area?
it like four or five times. Corey, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. That part sucked. But it was really cool, and I thought like, as far as the Bond vibe goes, they nailed the Bond vibe. It was really, I think, I don't know about the source material all that much. I probably watched like a third of the movies.
Sorry,
and I've never read any of the books.
I'm laughing
but like,
because the video has just been flashing strobe lights.
Oh yeah.
And someone in the chat started complaining. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That was a great level though. It was
yeah.
God. One of my favorite parts was their attention to detail, but the things they throw in the queue place. I don't, whatever that's called, the research and
the
development
gadget area.
place.
Yeah,
exactly. If you don't go directly to the quest giver, you can walk around, and there's a bunch of like little vignettes of like cool things showing gadgets and people talking and stuff like that. And there's some funny shit you would miss if you just went from quest to quest, which I thought was very neat. Cool attention to detail. But yeah, I don't know if I was happy. I think I was probably more happy than disappointed that eventually in the game, I figured out how to win most fights, fist fights easily. And it's very much a mash, very mashy for me. I honestly, like, I mashed X, A, and right bumper. And I just moved around and looked at people and just like, because with the right bumper and the X, you dash towards them. So like, that's like closes the gap. So you just close the gap, you whap, 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 and then you go and you dash out of the way, and then,
Did you do the Zeke thing and mostly play melee?
Yes, I did a lot of that.
Oh my God. The game's gunplay is like one of the highlights, like the animations
I did.
and everything is
you're
so
forced
cool.
to do that.
Yeah.
You're forced to use the gunplay. And even, did you play with controller or keyboard mouse?
I played with keyboard and mouse because it was so aiming intensive. Yeah.
Sure. I played with controller, and I got to tell you, like, it was satisfying. They help you out with the aiming and stuff. So like they'll put the reticle like pretty close so you can get headshots fairly easily with a controller. And when the first time I did the container village, the gun contest.
Yeah.
I did keyboard, mouse, and I did controller. I did much better with controller.
Okay.
Oddly enough. So yeah, it was great. You can tell, like, I think they designed it with controller in mind.
Probably.
Yeah, when they made the game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, controller felt great all the way through, even with the gunplay. I didn't mind it at all.
Huh. Nice.
Yeah, no, there was times when I was popping like 3-4 headshots in a row, just pow, pow.
Oh yeah,
pow.
I mean you feel like fucking Shroud.
Yeah,
like you feel great if you start aiming well. Then when you run out of bullets, which they do that thing where, I don't know if it's realism or if it's a choice where every gun has like 4 fucking bullets in it. But when you run out, he'll be like, ah shit. He'll chunk the gun, and then you go up and punch a dude, and then he like does the gunplay thing where he grabs the gun in the air. It's so fucking cool when that happens.
It's so satisfying. I loved that.
It felt like an action movie, and it was awesome. Like those things were. That's why when you played Melee, I was like, oh man, you missed some of the best stuff. But you probably ran into that at least once or twice just because the game's structured that way.
Absolutely, yeah. Also, I want to just quickly shout out Reki, best boy, best ball.
Oh,
Reki,
yes.
the wrecking ball.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Took me a second.
Yeah.
Big same.
Yeah.
Big same.
Yeah. Took me a second. No, he
that was
awesome.
a lot of fun. No, and there was I definitely like, I didn't get all the clever moments, but there was definitely like those clever moments where you use like the mimic robot to do stuff and like all that other stuff. Like I didn't see all of it, but I saw enough and I was like, oh, that's really nice. Very Hitman.
It's almost impossible to see it all unless you do a second playthrough. It's my understanding of it. Because you probably had it. I think Cohh probably had it throughout my entire playthrough. People were saying like, I didn't know you could do that way. I didn't know you could go through that part of the level and do that thing.
Got a lot of that. Yes.
Yeah. Most of the people were like, you can just punch your way through that? I guess so. Guess so. Because whenever it came down to it, I was like, all right, fisticuffs it is, baby. Let's do it.
Brute force,
unique play style.
Yeah, very. I love it. That's why that's the way I played Hitman. I'm the worst Hitman player, probably the worst Bond ever. Just smash mouth fucking like spy work. If I can punch it, I can win.
It's absolutely
and
fun.
I did, and it was great.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. I really enjoyed it. But getting more to like just to the Bond aspect of it, man, they did a great job with the writing.
Yes.
Like the quips, the quotes, the Bond being real, like, if I may use an English vernacular, cheeky. Him being cheeky with everybody was super good. The jokes were on point. I never groaned at them. Like I groaned when they intended you to groan.
Yeah.
At some of the jokes, but more often than not, he was very quick-witted. You always felt cool when you said that shit. Like, that was Bond. That was a very Bond thing to say.
Yep. It's good stuff. It's a really good game. I hope. Did that Amazon stuff get resolved? Where like Amazon came out and they're like, yeah, we own the rights to this shit. And so everyone thought that they were taking IO away from it, but I don't know what the end of that was. Where if it's just Amazon's publishing and that's it, and they're still giving them the IP.
It might have just been Amazon putting its foot in its mouth a bit. Like we'll have to see what it's actually going to impact.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Also, I mean, a publisher can play so many different roles. So, yeah, we'll see.
True. It's true. Yeah, it's just still vaguely out there. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I'd love to see more of this, especially in that world with that setup of I guess the beginning of what Bond was. I would love to jump into like, all right, now he's a 007.
Yeah.
Now he's a badass. Even more so.
They nailed the tone. They nailed the dialogue. The only like Bond issue that I had, and maybe it's not even a Bond issue. Maybe it's just like, I wish it was more surprising. Like going through it, I was like, that this is gonna happen, and I was 90% right all the way through. I wish it was more. There was more of a surprise, more twist, more something or other. But it was very tropey as far as that goes. Like it wasn't terrible. Tropes are there for a reason because they're fun to watch and fun to go through. But I do wish there was a little bit of like, oh, I didn't see that coming. Maybe if they keep continuing making these games, maybe they'll have more.
You just nailed exactly what I was going to say. Like I feel like that kind of stuff's risky a lot of times, and this is this is their first chance with one of the most well-known IPs in arguably, I'd say, the world. Like everyone knows who James Bond is if you say those two words. Yeah. So it makes sense that they would do like a more traditional, safer, and that way they really shine their creativity in the minute-to-minute dialogue, the character design, which is fantastic. And also something I wanted to add, some of the best dialogue in this game has nothing to do with James Bond or the main character. They have so much natural, organic, human, like normal interaction dialogue. I'm never going to forget that scene where you're just having a conversation as you're stepping into the elevator with the main character and he just stops talking to you. Oh, hey, did you need to get in too? Holds the elevator open? No, I'm not going down there yet. Oh, okay, we have a good day, buddy. And then goes back in and keeps talking to you. And it's like, huh. That was cool. That was awesome. So,
and the conversations that make sense that are built into the locations are great too.
Yes.
Because you'll
walking around the gadget area and hearing all them talk to each other about what they're working on. Yeah.
Awesome. Or even on like the resort or whatever, you're walking past and you hear a name mentioned that you know, but it doesn't pertain to the story. They're just talking about that person being there or something like that.
That resort level's really good looking. If you know what I'm saying, Zeke.
It's really yes, and it's really fun too. It's very well made.
It's like that really cool one resort area is really good looking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had never mind.
Like it's like I would say it might be like maybe one of the best looking parts of the game. Maybe any game, really.
Probably any game.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, lots of plot.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of really
heavy random
themes,
side thing.
Heavy hanging themes.
This isn't related to anyone on the show or anything, but I have a friend llooking for a girlfriend. If you guys know anyone like mid-30s available, shoot me a message.
Cohh, it's 2026.
Gotta get him some
all
help.
right? It's 2020. Look, Leo's out there doing it. I'm 20. Let's go 20s. Not mid-30s, 20s. Let's go mid-20s. Leo can do it. Why can't I?
That sounds good.
You know?
Yeah.
Leo, JP, there's not very many differences there. Okay, guys?
Basically the same person.
I would say we're pretty much like 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Really, when you think about it.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Yep. Anyways. Cohh, how was Hunger?
Hunger. Oh! I forgot we were talking about. I was like, am I hungry? What am I eating? No, Hunger is the new PvPvE extraction game that is basically dark and darker, but with more. It's not like Dark and Darker is kind of like the melee magic game. This is like melee magic guns, but it feels very much like Dark and Darker. But it has the immersion of Arc Raiders, and I don't say that lightly. It does such a great job with level design. The sound design is awesome. It's one of those games you just kind of creep around in. You fight these weird things called the Hunger, and there's lots of different types, and they all drop different loot. All the loot is themed and very immersive. The weapon selection is cool. There's different classes you can select. I had a really, really good time in this. I would have played a lot more of it, but unfortunately, just like with Arc Raiders, I played it on the last day of the beta. But no, dude, you need to try this when it comes back around. Like it's a lot of fun. I had a great time in this.
Is there can you like duo queue or team queue?
Oh yeah, up to 3, I think. I want to say. And there's a solo queue as well. So if you play solo, it's like it's a very balanced experience. I don't think I went up against any like teams. It was very much like.
Why the name Hunger?
Because the Hunger is the name of the virus that's essentially destroying humanity. It turns people into these ravenous, just completely need to eat other people various forms of dead space dissection and body part adjustment. There's like one enemy that's basically like a head grown up 3 times and then its jaws disassociated. And then that's just like somehow connected to the somewhat seeming body that crawls around on all fours. Like there's some very,
Is there a nighttime map, or does it all take place?
There's day,
in the
night. There's sunrise, sunnight. There's different weather. So there's like fog maps and stuff. There's classes.
Sunnight?
Sunnight. There's sunnight. There's sunnights. There's day. There's
sunnight when it happens at Schmear 30.
Thank you. You get it.
Yeah.
But no, there's lots of weather types. There's different times of day. There are the classes can kind of like niche into different things. There's like a healer, one that focuses on healing, one that focuses on armor. There's a melee class, a range class. There's a poison class, like voodoo lady. I haven't really looked into her too much. But yeah, game's awesome, dude. Had a great amount of fun with it. I truly feel, especially with how much the devs have worked on it already, and I actually ended up talking to some of the team. They sound like they want to try what Arc Raiders did, but do it better. So they sound.
We want to make $1 billion, but
no. What I mean is, Arc Raiders didn't really. Arc Raiders was something that wanted to be something else. Arc Raiders was a standalone game that wanted to be a live service. So they sold things and have mechanics that led people to believe that they were going to be getting all this kind of like conveyor belt of content, and then they just didn't get it. And now Arc Raiders is like a glimmer of what it could have been. Exactly. Yeah. These guys were much more like, we want to get this game out, we want it to be awesome, and then we want to like keep stuff coming. Like they want to make that awesome standalone experience, but then they want to like really keep making it something incredible. So
it's hard to do. More power to them.
This foundation is great, though. Yeah. I will say that. Like I don't know if the game is going to have the appeal of Arc Raiders just because of the kind of game it is, but in terms of the quality of it, it's a very solid product.
Okay.
Very nice.
Cool. That is Hunger. Just real quick on RuneScape Dragonwilds. I talked about it last week. I finally got to the current, most recent update. I think came out at the end of June. The Umbral Sands, fucking awesome. Talk about a company that like wants to do a thing where they're constantly releasing and updating. They have that shit down to a science. I mean, they've been doing it with RuneScape, the original RuneScape, for so long. They posted a blog talking and detailing everything that's coming out at the end of this month, and then for 1.0 in September. And they're saying the next zone that's shipping with 1.0, they're calling it a raid zone, and it's a massive Sky Island situation where you're like flying around from everything, and there's like a full-on. They spend a decent amount of time in their blog post detailing what they mean when they say raid. So it's a single player raid is what they're calling it.
It is single player.
Yeah.
Okay. That was my question.
Single player or multi. You can jump in with multiple people. But so man, it looks so that game is just phenomenal.
I can't wait to play it, man.
Yeah, I'm jumping from that to Palworld has just been. How
are you doing both?
Oh no, I finished all the content in RuneScape.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. I finished that the day prior to Palworld, because there's no way I would be able to play both at the same time.
It's one of the reasons I didn't start it. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't. Yeah.
You would have to choose. So yeah, RuneScape Dragonwilds, fantastic. I will definitely be there in September. It's September 15th is when that launches. So it's gonna be in the middle of everything.
Are you gonna start a new game?
Or just keep going? Absolutely not. Yeah.
Dude.
Everything's the same.
I'm going to be starting a whole new game for that. Yeah, I think you're going to be in a much better position for like people wanting to watch you. Because I mean, you're going to be doing all like the new fun stuff. I'm going to be doing stuff people have seen 1,000 times already.
I mean, if you play the melee stuff, the melee combat is being reworked slightly with like a way that it's handled at the end of this month. So if you play like melee or rogue or archer, you should be good. I think they're adding the agility skill tree this month, which is an entirely new tree. So you could just play that. I played mage.
Oh yeah, man.
And I think mage honestly made the game a little bit easier than
Would you
straight
do it
up melee.
Playing again?
I have not played straight up melee. I've only been mage. And it's really, really cool because it's just strong. I've heard melee's pretty tough, a lot more challenging. I kind of one-shot most bosses.
Well, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for choosing my playthrough.
Yeah. Mage is very strong.
Melee. Awesome.
It's really good.
Maybe is there room for like a hybrid kind of thing, or do you focus?
No. So the game at least where I'm at in the Umbral Sands, which is like 35, 40 hours plus, there are creatures that when you are fighting them will like put up a resistance shield. Kind of, I guess this is, RuneScape players are like, oh yeah, this is in every RuneScape, where it puts up a resistance shield where you can no longer do damage with magic. So then you have to swap to another weapon. Source.
That may be a RuneScape thing, but that is not a common thing.
Yeah.
That's wild. Okay.
So
you have to melee sometimes.
Sometimes, or you could just do like me and just run around screaming until the shield goes away.
Oh, it's time based. You don't have to like chip through the shield. Okay. I got you.
I just constantly scream and then, hey, shield's gone. Let's turn around and kill it real quick. So, yeah.
Love it.
And there's multiple melee. You can go two-hander, one-hander, sword and board, dual wield, all that type of stuff. It's well done. It's very well done.
I had a question for Cohh.
Let's hear it.
What did you think of Mole?
Mole. I loved it.
I'm so happy to hear
loved
that.
Mole, and thank you for your recommendation on it. It is rare that I have played a game as short as that and experienced the gambit of emotion that I did, and also have such a nice little bow wrapped up at the end. Like a lot of big decisions decided, a lot of very interesting things, and like the whole ending sequence, I was like, they're really doing this. This is awesome. Like I love this. So yeah, I strongly recommend Mole. Thank you for the recommendation. It was a wonderful 3 hours. And the game itself is just fun. Like it was just a good time. There were cool reveals. There were cool, I'm sure you saw the whole after credit thing. That was awesome. Like shed a whole different light on everything. Like it was, yeah, man, great game. Great game. One of your best recommendations, I would say.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm really glad you liked it.
Thank you.
Also not that expensive, right? Like it's
no
$20.
And hopefully we're going to see another one. Like, or more, like I'd love to see these guys keep making games like this. Cause like, oh God, I immediately ended this and I was like, can you imagine this company doing like a Blueprints, like an Opus, you know, like, oh my God, it'd be amazing. They did some great things in this game.
Yeah.
No, this is for those of you wondering about like it's 3 hours for $13. I mean, $13, that's pretty decent, but it's also like it's one of those quality over quantities. Like this thing is packed with not a lot of downtime. You're always discovering more stuff. It's an experience, which
And slight spoilers. I'm gonna say slight spoilers. I was not expecting this game. This game made me cry. Like I was not expecting that, but like I was not prepared. I was not ready. And I literally, while I was doing it, was like, God damn it, Zeke, you knew this was going to happen. You knew this was going to happen.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, Cohh. These days, I feel like that's not that big of a sell. You know, anything that includes that subject matter, you're gonna, you know.
If it's done in a certain way, yeah, you're right. You're not wrong. That's the biggest pansy in that regard.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not pansy.
I grew up in a household where I never saw my dad cry, and anytime I was told to suffer in silence. So okay. So that gives you an idea. So when by the time I got to old and then had kids, it was like turning on a water hose for me. Like it was just like, why are my eyes leaking? What's happening? Yeah. So
well, I'm glad you grew out of that. I'm glad there's the feelings flow.
Kids change you, man.
It does
change you,
and that's why Zeke and I will never have them. You know, we don't need to change. We're perfect.
No. I have 3. So if you guys, I mean, I could give a couple away and still have a kid, I guess.
You don't want that. They don't want that. They don't want that. Yeah. They don't want that.
Man.
Yeah. That's Mole. I do kind of want to wrap a little earlier today. So I'm potentially leaving some games out so that we can talk about them next week. Particularly like Assassin's Creed, though. To be honest, if you've played Assassin's Creed Black Flag and you liked it, you should probably play the remake because it's pretty well done. It's a faithful remake. It looks really, really good.
Unless you were completely married to some of the prequels mechanics when it
Like
comes
what?
to like some combat. So dude, Black Flag is so easy. Like the new combat system
True.
and stuff, it's so easy, and that bothers some people. Like it takes away the friction. Also climbing and stuff. Some people actually liked the more tactile climbing in the past games, even though I found them way more clunky. Some people don't like just being able to walk up to a building and hold up. That's again, it's just not quite enough friction for them. They like having to, it feels more realistic to them having to kind of work their way up. I get both those arguments. I personally think that the new one is really pretty solid just how it is.
Yeah.
But those are big departures from the previous game. So if you did like those aspects about them, this game's pretty different.
They do have the option to change some of that. I don't know if all of that could be changed, but there are like...
I didn't look into that too much. What are those options?
Well, I know the one in particular, the parkour settings, you can go back to whatever it was similarly, I think.
Really? The handhold one where you kind of like have to feel your way up more?
Yeah,
that's cool.
I think that's in the settings. I
Nice.
don't know if the combat can be changed, but
the combat's tough, man, because like the new combat is so much easier, but it looks so much better. It's like night and day in terms of the presentation. So
yeah,
I understand why they did it for sure. It's so much more fluid, but my God, dude, I just walked into a pack of 15 guys in the hardest difficulty and just murdered all of them like it was nothing. Like it really is. It's if you get the timing mechanic down, you just one-shot everything. At the beginning of the game. In the first couple hours you do. I'm sure it changes as you go further in, but
to me that's just kind of the power fantasy of Assassin's Creed in a lot of ways.
I was actually saying it felt like almost too much of a power fantasy. I was getting like what was that game? The Calypso Protocol. I was getting Calypso Protocol vibes where like the combat system made me feel almost invulnerable. So it kind of took away a lot of the, like when you're one-shotting everything you see, you don't really feel the need to get all the loot and get that big new weapon. You know what I mean? Like it takes away that kind of, I want to chase that dragon of numbers go up. Your numbers can't go up if they're already maxed.
You know, I did kind of miss the RPG aspect of the modern day AC games. Like it started with Origins into Odyssey and all that stuff. There was a part of me that was like, man,
Callisto Protocol. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry.
I wish I was getting like a legendary something or other that did more, that the numbers were higher. Like, and there's a little bit of that. It's like RPG light in this. But nowhere near the depth. There's not a skill tree or anything like Origins had. So really depends on if you preferred that system to this system or this system to that system. Like it's all preference at the end of the day. But for me, like Origins, Odyssey, and then whatever the one after that is, which I'm blanking on. Was Shadow after that? Whatever it is, those were like peak.
I lost track, dude. I didn't play some of them, so
yeah. They're both very different. Oh, Valhalla. Valhalla was the next one. Yeah, the Nordic one.
I think it was the first one I didn't finish.
Oh, no one finished that fucking game.
Oh wait, no, the Middle Eastern's one before that one, right? Odyssey and
yeah. There's Egypt, and then there's
I finished
Origin,
Greece. But then I checked out of Odyssey. I think, yeah.
The reason why no one finished Valhalla was not because it was bad; it's because it was too fucking
long.
big. Yeah,
it was a huge game.
It was like 100+ hours.
Massive.
It was stupid, but. Yeah, if you want to play a very pretty, well-running game, faithful remaster or remake, not remaster.
Remake, yes.
Yeah, it's great. I love diving in this. It's so beautiful, just going underwater and like seeing a full-on coral reef with all the colors. Like that stuff was enough for me just to see that and experience that. So, yeah, that's the short of it for AC4 Resynced. Zeke, anything in your neck of the woods we need to discuss?
Let's see. I played a little bit of a couple of games. I played I had a 100-month sub game that I played, the OUTBRK, the tornado chasing game.
Oh yeah, do you like that?
Yeah. Oh man,
Were you solo or are you playing with friends? Because that's definitely
I was playing with the person, the 100-monther.
That would be like the derogatory term for a soft game.
No, I had a passenger princess that was on nav while I was trying to do it. I think it may be too realistic for its own good, because it is just 90% driving.
Yeah.
Like 90% of the game is driving and trying to get ahead of the storm. But when that other 10%, when you're actually seeing a tornado and you're actually taking pictures of it and you're trying to get your thing in front of it, that shit is awesome. So I think the game could definitely benefit from being just slightly more arcadey. And, you know, having, because you read about the game and they're like, oh, we did our research. We studied how wind patterns work and how tornadoes are formed and stuff like that. I'm like, maybe take a little bit of that nerd shit and throw it out the window and put a little more video game shit in it. And it would have been a way more exciting game. Because like there were times when we spent like 15, 20 minutes on a map and it was like, hey, there might be a tornado forming 30 miles in front of me. Like, let's just reset. Let's just reset. And it's, it's such a weird title for the game. Like OUTBRK. Like,
OUTBRK. Yeah, it's not a title.
I don't get it. I know. I don't get it. Why would they name it that like that? But either way, if you were planning on picking up this game, what I would suggest, because when you drop into the game, hopefully there's other players playing, and you can tell which ones have been playing it for a while because their vehicles look like tornado chasing vehicles because they start you in a fucking Prius.
Yeah.
So follow them because they have better gear and better equipment than you. And if you follow them, your chances are way better of finding a fucking tornado.
They might know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Someone said that's the life of a storm chaser. I'm not a fucking storm chaser. I'm a fucking video game player. Make it more video gamey, for fuck's sake.
I mean, if you want to make it more video gaming, Zeke, you drive into that fucking tornado and you see what happens. That's how you make it a video.
Try it. I tried to get eaten by one, and it's tough
it's
because those shits are unpredictable.
Yeah.
No, I'm sitting there like, take me, and it just goes.
It just skirts around you. Yeah.
Damn it! Get back in the vehicle,
Yeah.
and then you're like, all right, here we go. We're gonna take pictures of it. We're gonna put the thing down, and it goes, and it just sputters out, and it's gone. You're like, that's the other really, really like disheartening thing is like when you're chasing a nice tornado, and then it just goes. And just dissipates. You're like, fucking damn it.
Yep. Zeke's right there on the entire plot of Twister. The very, very important piece of film from the late 90s.
But that's the thing that I think this game has merit. It's that 10% of the time when your heart's racing and you got a tornado in your sight and you're trying to like, you know, I honestly think the game would be a lot more fun. Maybe you don't even have to change the mechanics of the tornado, just change the mechanics of the car so you can drive off-road, because you cannot drive off-road.
Oh, what?
Hold on. You can, but it's fucking horrible and realistic.
Oh.
It's like, you know, you're driving through muddy, rainy grass hills and shit like that. So it drives like a car would on that. And I like I said, arcade it up, game it up, make it a little bit easier so I can make a beeline towards a fucking tornado if there's one there, you know? That's like everything in the game is well done. It's just too realistic for my taste.
I see what you're saying. Yep.
Yeah, but that 10% when you're actually chasing a storm is awesome. It's wonderful.
That's OUTBRK. Yeah, I've seen Gassy and them play this a decent amount.
Yeah.
So yeah, they definitely have like the souped up cars.
No, this would be. I don't know if I would want to play it solo.
Oh yeah, it'd be kind of rough.
It's so much driving, and also you have to like have your navigation up while you're driving, so it's like you're pulling double duty. So like, yeah, I would recommend if you're gonna check it out with a friend or if you can. Yeah.
You know what they should do is put the Cal game on the navigator's phone.
Just put it on the windshield as you're driving.
Exactly. That would, you could get a lot of players that way. A lot of players in OUTBRK.
I also briefly, for a few hours, for about half stream, I touched on Saros because I hadn't checked that out yet.
Oh yeah.
What'd you think of that?
Really good game. I have a feeling it's a kind of a boring watch though, as far as streaming goes.
Sure.
Like it's not something that that a lot of people were excited to watch me stumble through, because it's a roguelike, and it's also because pitfalls of roguelikes. You go as far as you can, then you die, and then you retread a lot of the same ground again. So I get it. It's like a lot of repetition. But if you're playing it, it's great. Like, this game is stunning. It's immaculate. It looks amazing. The sound design is wonderful. The level design. I mean, level design could be, in my opinion, could be a little bit smaller. The modules that you get could be a little bit smaller, a little bit more compact, because you find yourself just running around a lot, rather than, being attacked or attacking or discovering shit. It's vast, the modules you go through. Like the roguelike I always go back to is Binding of Isaac, right? It's Binding of Isaac has small rooms. You go and then the next room. Like you beat one room and then you go to the next room, and it's all action until you beat that room, and then you go to the next room. It's very quick like that. And I think this game could benefit from a little bit more, quicker action from action to action is what I'm trying to say. However, you would lose the majesty of the thing, of the planet. So it's give and take. But everything is in its right place. The gunplay feels good. Feels a lot like Returnal. Rightly so, same devs. And the voice acting is top notch. The story, I didn't really get too far into it, but it seems like it might have an interesting hook on it. I just didn't get to it.
I heard the story was okay. Yeah. There's been some discussion.
Returnal story really sucked you in, because they gave you these weird moments where you're like, what the fuck is that doing there?
Yeah.
This one didn't have that as much. As it seemed like a straighter, like, you're on an abandoned planet and the 4 camps that we've sent have stopped responding. Go find out why.
It gets weird. It gets weird.
Yeah.
I'm
sure
sure
you're saying I've heard echoed by a lot of people. So I don't think you're out of line or in the wrong or anything on your opinion there.
Agreed.
Yeah. So definitely a game I want to check out, but it'll probably be on my own time. Just I want to see the glory of it, like the sight of it, because I've heard it's very pretty.
The sight and sound of it is very, very, very well done. Yeah. The other thing I think definitely bears mentioning, it is a Sony PlayStation exclusive.
Whoa!
And it's not coming to PC, probably, right?
Correct.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
So I don't blame you if you don't want to pick it up.
I don't think it is. In the Weeb Minute, 2 big Weeb games came out this week. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok, most weeby sounding name. And also
really is.
Sword Art Online Echoes of Aincrad, also very weeby. Aincrad is like 6 out of 10-ish. It's fine if you want a game to like walk in and kind of have an RPG of sorts with an okay story. But out of the 2, I think Endless Ragnarok definitely is better for folks that are looking for like a, how would I say it? It's like it's a weebier Monster Hunter is maybe how I would describe it. That's very, 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 very grindy in the ways that you would want it to be. So, yeah. I would check that out. I know Echoes of Aincrad has a demo. I want to say that Grand Blue also has a demo. Yes, it does. Yeah, both have demos, so go check it out. And Endless Ragnarok is DLC that adds to the end game, and there's tons of new heroes to grind, tons of new things to grind as well. It's Grind Blue Fantasy is the community name.
Grindable.
Yeah, Grind Blue Fantasy instead of Grand Blue Fantasy is the community name for that. So it's good stuff. No one played Elliot yet, right? Correct, but I might actually play the Adventures of Elliot because they patched the game this week and they put in a setting where you can turn the fucking companion's voice off. Just flat out, never hear from her ever again.
Oh, it sounds great.
And the funniest part is if you go look at the Steam reviews, they go like this, and then the patch hit, and they skyrocket because no one wants to hear that fucking yapping. It's so
Starfall
funny. Rondo. It's very funny. Yeah, so that's all I've played. I did play some more Marvel Rivals. I jumped back into that. There's a new season that just launched. They put in Jubilee. She's in the game. She's a vampire. That's great. Yeah. I think there's someone else that's coming. That's maybe the Hood is the other character that's not in there yet. But Rivals just had a new season. Basically, the game just got even more convoluted in the things happening on your screen. So you're either into that or you're not into that. I think that's kind of everything, though. What about for you two? Anything else we're missing?
Not really, man. A lot of Palworld. Getting back to I got this Chungus for X4. I'm so excited, dude.
Oh, your stick showed up?
Dude, it's a new one.
Wait.
It's got an angle
hold on.
now.
How would
the whole thing can move around.
Oh,
and then it also twists. So it's super cool.
Now what is
I can't wait.
Is that why is that tilted? Why is the thing tilted?
Because it's a throttle. It's not the joystick. So that's my left hand. That's my left hand, and my right hand is on. So it's interesting because like this is the flight stick, right? And look at the top, right? See, that's the actual stick. That's the left, that's the right hand. But then this is the throttle.
Got it. Makes sense.
So it's like when I opened the box, I was kind of confused because I took the top part out and I was like, did I accidentally order the same shit twice? Oh God. And then I was like, oh no, different base. We're good. Okay. So, and it's got like this extra little thing here and the whole thing feels so much different at a cantilever. So I actually really like this because all my previous throttles did not have return to neutral. So if I like zoomed into a space station, the throttle would stay where I left it, right? So then when I'd leave, I would have to either manually reset it myself or it would always be like weird. This is return to neutral though, which works great for games like X4. So, I use it as like an up down throttle and then I can just like leave it if I want to or hold it if I want to keep going, and it's nice.
Does that game have VR?
X4 doesn't, but Elite Dangerous does. And that's like the de facto VR space experience for people that want to like HOTAS it up and have fun.
Got it. Cool. Love new hardware.
That's all.
Zeke?
That's all I have to talk about. It's boring.
Yeah. Zeke, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to bring up another game that I played that I thought was pretty cool. It's only an hour-long experience, but I enjoyed it. It was called They Left Us Here.
Okay.
And it's just a little indie game. Came out in May. About an hour and change for $6, and it was a neat experience. Just a little like, you're on an abandoned space station and you have to find out what happened. And I liked it a lot. I like games that handle isolation in a way that is not just lonely, but it's creepy.
How do you feel about Aliens in Isolation?
Alien Isolation,
maybe
amazing. 2 of them. That's too many aliens.
Okay,
in
my opinion.
That's fair. Yeah, way too many. Yeah.
No, I just thought it was worth mentioning because I think they handled the vibe of the game pretty well, and it's a trope that we've seen in lots of different games, where you're alone but you're not really alone.
Okay.
And they give you a pretty cool story to follow along with, and got a nice little twist ending too, which is cool.
Cool.
Just thought it was worth mentioning.
Yeah, They Left Us Here. You said it was.
Oh, and there's a
$6?
demo too if you want to try it before you play it. I mean, $6 for an hour is it's not asking a ton, but it's asking a little bit. So
I would say that's the price for.
They give you a demo.
An hour. $6 is an hour. What's a movie ticket cost?
That's high for average per hour for me. But
okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's still, it's tough when you're a game that's only an hour. That's like a weird price point. It's a weird length to be selling a game. So there's not really a lot of comparables. Yeah.
Yeah. When you said it was that it had a demo, like what is the demo? The fucking title screen? Like what,
I thought the same thing. I'm like, there's a demo of this game.
How do you demo an hour long?
Okay.
Oh man! All right, They Left Us Here. There you go. Cool. $6 on the old Steam. folks, there's not much out this next week, so it's looking like a lot of Palworld around these parts.
Maybe we can find a fun game for next week to play.
Yeah, we might. That might be in our interest. There's The Mound is a game. The Guild Europa, this is at least on my list, and Ratatan, which I think is that a Patapon game? I want to say that's a Patapon style game. But that's kind of it. The week after that, we got Avatar Legends, as well as the new PoE 1 League. There's a reveal on Thursday for that.
You be diving into that one?
Yeah, they're sponsoring me to take a look. We'll see. I'll probably play a good chunk of it. PoE 1 is, after you played PoE 2, it's like going back, and first thing I do is look at my WASD keys and wonder why the fuck they're not working, Jonathan.
Yeah, dude, you're preaching to the choir, man. I get that too hard. Like I wish I didn't get that as hard as I did, but I feel the same way. Yeah. I haven't played PoE 1, I don't think, since I opened PoE 2. Yeah. It's too much, but I hear you.
Yeah, it's still fun to go back and play, for sure. I enjoy it. Zeke, what about you? What's on your radar for the next week? You got any, where are you jumping to? We're kind of doing shout outs already, but I'm just curious.
Yeah. No, on Tuesday I have a sponsor stream, and I think I might actually jump back into it after the sponsor stream. Is High on Life 2.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That'll be fun.
They did it. I heard they did a lot of fixing, and a lot of the crashing issues hopefully are remedied. And it was a fun game, and I would love to give it another shot from the beginning and see where it takes me.
Zeke, how are you? I'm actually curious. How do you feel about talking about games that you turned down a sponsorship for?
I mean, I know what you're talking about, and I think in this case it's probably okay. People would understand.
All right.
What happened?
They reached out. The people of oh god, now I'm blanking on the fucking name. Zeke, what's the name of the game?
Mind's Eye.
Reached out to Zeke and I to do a co-op sponsored stream of it. And I was kind of, I messaged Zeke and I was like, what? Do you want to fucking do this? He's like, well, I got stuff I'm doing that day, so not really.
Yeah, well, like it was kind of serendipitous for me where I was like, I'm actually on vacation, which I forgot to tell you, JP. I won't be.
Oh, I didn't know it was vacation. Okay. Yeah. That's different.
I'm going on vacation after my stream on Thursday.
Got it.
I'm gonna go visit the parents of the wife, and awesome. We'll be gone for 6 days. But yeah, that was my like. I would have done it. I really would. I 100%.
There was a part of me that was like, I mean, get paid to meme on this shit, like maybe, but it's gonna look bad. I don't know why they would. That's a weird sponsor.
It was very strange to see. I'm like, wait. Yeah.
And the only way they were interested in it was in both of us. We had to both agree to.
That was co-op. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what that was, but
they went to Cohh and Zeke before they went back to Cohh. Oh no. They went back to me a while ago, and I said,
"Oh, that's right." I remember you did say that. They came back to you.
They came back to me and were like, "Hey, we're ready to do that sponsor stream," and I was like, "I'm not,"
because of the mess up with the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. I said no because at that point I knew what it was, and I knew that I was not going to have a good time streaming it. So like it would not. Yeah. So that was. I also knew, to put it bluntly, that me streaming it was not going to help them. Like it was. I'm not going to sell more copies of Mind's Eye if you make me stream it. Like that. I don't know what to tell you. So that it just felt weird. It just felt weird.
Every once in a while, I put myself in the mind's eye of a fucking influencer manager. It's like, in what world would me showing this game sell a copy?
Somebody said, but Cohh, they fixed it. No. So when they asked me months ago to do it, and I looked around and I was like, did they make a bunch of changes? And no, they didn't. They made some fixes. Some things were good, but all the main issues were still there when they asked me a second time. So I was like, no, like you're just asking for more trouble. Like, no.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what they've done.
Yeah.
I don't know what they've done. But
I don't know.
Anyways,
that whole project is so crazy. Like, if you look at it, they're trying to sue people because they think that there were people that tried to like sabotage their release and make it bad, and they're fully convinced internally that the reason it failed was because of this sabotage. And it's like, bro, like, what do you tell someone like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I don't know. It's a very weird situation.
It really is.
And before you say anything in chat, Google this. There's a lot to it.
Yes,
I
still can't get over how often Gene from Washington Post ate on this game. Like, he just, like, fuck, dude. Watching his post about Mind's Eye was
great.
Pure fucking cinema, dude.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Amazing.
All right,
anyway.
let's do some shout outs. Zeke, so you're out next week. You will not be here.
Yes, I'll be starting my vacation.
Oh, is Cohh out? Is this where both
week?
my guests inform me that they're both out next week?
I think I am out the week
after.
I'm actually going to GCX.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yes.
Okay.
Emberville is doing its first show at GCX.
I didn't realize that was so soon.
We're going to have like a 15-minute playable prologue demo there. So
Cool.
it's going to be a whole ass thing. But that's happening on the 25th and 26th. So I don't think that's when we're talking about. And I'm actually going on a vacation before then with my family. So it's going to be a whole ass thing.
Oh, in that week leading into the event, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so Zeke's not here next week. Cohh's not here the week after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's correct. Yep, that's correct.
Chat, we'll see what happens. I'll try to figure out.
Yeah, I'll actually be gone the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th. So I won't even be here that Sunday.
Got it. Okay. Let's do some shout outs. Zeke, what do you got going on?
You bet. Oh, what's up, everybody? Thank you, Cohh and JP, for being my co-host every week. My name is Ezekiel III. You can find me at or / Ezekiel_III on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, or Ezekiel III, all spelled out, on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. What am I doing this week? Well, I'm taking tomorrow off because I take Mondays off. But on Tuesday, I'm going to be jumping into High in Life for a little bit of a sponsor stream. And then probably I never finished it. And if it's fixed, maybe we finish it. Maybe we take a couple days and finish it. But I will be streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but after a half day on Thursday, because then I'm going to be on vacation until the, looks like the 22nd. I will be back streaming on the 23rd. So I will be gone 6 days from streaming, going to visit Katie's family. So,
oh yeah, dude,
that's what's coming up for me. Also, before I forget, I just want to make sure you know that.
Hi, my name is Cohh Carnage. I'm a streamer on Twitch and a game developer.
There you go.
Oh, look at that. That's wonderful. Hi, Cohh Carnage.
Beautiful.
And you're a game developer.
Beautiful.
That's super.
Cohh, please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Cohh Carnage, and I'm a game developer. It is so good to see you guys. Thank you for watching this week. Very fun show. This week upcoming, you're going to see a lot of Palworld. Maybe a bit of a return to X4. We have another couple curveballs happening that we will address. But yeah, really just probably going to be a lot of Palworld. Let's be real. I'm pretty fundamentally addicted to this game, and it's pretty great. So hope to see you there for it. If I don't, me and JP may do something next week, and then we'll just talk more from there. But regardless, thank you so much for being here, and we will see you when we see you next.
That's right. I'm down to do a show next week. I'll get a...
Or just play a game or something.
We could also... we'll see.
We can play Palworld.
Do I want to take it easy? Do I want to get weird? I don't know. I got choices.
Ooh, hey, I'll get weird. We could maybe we can put
I don't think you want my kind.
Eye.
I don't think you want my kind of weird. Go.
No, we do not.
Maybe not.
Dude,
he gets Jappa weird these days.
Dude,
so I don't know, man.
It'd be so funny if it's like, I don't know if you want that. And then the video immediately cuts to Cohh, welcome to VR chat.
I know, right? Why does that room say NSFWONLY? What do those words mean?
Oh God. No, I haven't been in VR chat in a while. Maybe I should contact Strippin and just have Strippin give you the full show in VR chat.
Go fishing?
Yeah, we can go fishing. There's actually a great fishing mod, if you want to go fishing. Anyways, we can use your VR room. You've already got plastic everywhere. Why not just use that? Just have them easy cleanup and all that stuff in there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week, probably. Have a good one. We're out of here. Bye.